Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac Kemba, does it again!
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer.
Oh! Hutchins! Double order! Again, comes down to fundamentals. Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win!
Yes! Yes!
Trip to the Sweet 16. Katie's got it. Rises up. The shot.
And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The flipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
Well, we are back. Mega Saturday. The slate looks fucking awesome.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. How was your day? I mean, I'm sitting 4-2-1. Looks like IU and the money line are not going to come through, but still be up money today. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad after our Valpo sweat.
That was never a go. What are you talking about?
Never a sweat. So the Valpo money line came through for us. I don't even know what's the score of the Southern game. We're getting smoked.
Where are they?
Southern's down 24. I've got them plus 7.5, so that's not looking great. But our system play is coming through. BYU is up 47 points.
40.
With 2 minutes left, so we got 14 points of wiggle room. So that's looking good. So I'm trying to think of that, and then yeah, that's all I really had. And then I'm on Indiana minus 6.5, so looking like maybe 3-2.
Not bad.
So not terrible.
Yeah, the system plays are cooking. Sitting there after BYU would be 17-4-1. So
yep,
they're looking good. I'm afraid to
find some more for tomorrow.
Absolutely, I'm afraid to start throwing a little more money on them because once you do, then it'll shit the bed.
So don't, and we'll just keep winning.
Yep. We're gonna have to keep it the way she is, but
exactly.
Yeah, I mean Providence had their chances against St. John's they did rebound and couldn't hit a single three until it kind of really mattered late.
No, and St. John's kind of punked them there in the last 10 minutes. They were just, playing way better defense, and then Providence, they were just making stupid unforced errors, live ball turnovers leading to runouts. It just recipe for disaster against the St. John's team that's super, super athletic.
Yeah, it's just what St. John's has been doing. The second half, just crank it up and just run you out of the gym. They shot high. Providence shot like 64% or something in the first half too. So I guess it swings both ways, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I was looking at it. I was talking. I'm at my buddy's house here in Wichita. Possibly gonna go to the Wichita State K-State game tomorrow, but we were talking at halftime, and I looked, and it was I think St. John's was 1 for 10 from the 3-point line, and Providence was 6 of 12.
They made 3 tonight. That was it.
St. John's
only 3.
Yeah.
3, yeah.
When I had looked, it was they were 10%, and and Providence was 50%. And I was like, damn, I should have at least played them live because I think I could have got the live number at plus 10.5. I think was what I was. What I saw at one point, they're up 14.
That's what I should have done. When I sit here and know that they just run you out of the
should have middled it.
But whatever. We'll take it. Sweating out IU. We need a miracle somehow. Just score 2 touchdowns and lose the game. That'd be happy for me. But either way, it sounds like someone will make some money off of this game. Mason, what 2 games do you think you found? Just drop them in the comments. We'll definitely take a peek at those. But other than that, I guess we'll skedaddle right into it. Right in the early slates, it's got some absolute bangers in it.
I know it's another one of those front-loaded slates.
Yeah.
As I was looking through it, front-loaded with really, really good games, and then at the end of the night, what do we got? Not even Don't you have it like 9:30 2 games, 8:30 1 game, 4 at 8, 1 at 7? Like, seems like they just front load the slate.
Yeah, for the night college game, but I mean the game's going on all day, or games are going all day, so
Yeah.
don't understand it, but whatever. And the worst part is I'm driving to Milwaukee to pick up my brother, so I'm gonna be.
Oh, you are? I forgot
I'll
about that.
I'll probably be getting home about halftime of these early games here, so we'll make it work, but not too bad.
My Chiefs play tomorrow at 12 too, so it's like, I don't know why the NFL freaking.
That's right.
I know. I was like, I don't know why the NFL decided to play it right on the first Saturday of college football playoff, but
they do that. I mean, they've been playing Saturdays for like the last, it feels like 10 years, but
yeah,
generally it's during this point with bowl season, but now there's actually games that matter.
Yeah, exactly.
But Mason, I wrote those down. When we get to them, we will definitely take a gander. It's better than State is laying fucking 6.5 with a 2-point spread, so we'll take that. First game first, Marquette to Xavier. Marquette beat Butler, Xavier off of that. I don't think much people expect them to play as good as they did against Connecticut on the road, especially without Fremantle.
No.
But so lucky for them, they're at home. They're not hitting the road again immediately after.
Could do that classic 1-game bump with Xavier.
Yep. See what last year's scores were.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I think last matchup at least, Marquette had them beat them 86-80.
Yeah,
that might have been in the tournament.
Yeah. Okay, it was in the last regular season was in Marquette. They lost. Marquette beat them 88-64. Oh no, that was a home game. It says Saturday, March 9th, home in Cincinnati, Ohio.
So they did beat 86-80.
Yeah. Anytime they've gone to Milwaukee, they've kind of gotten. Well, there was a 1-point game 2 years ago, neutral. Yeah, so I mean, they seem to play him a little tough here lately, but no Fremantle's really that hurts. I mean, he's a big part, but it looked like they were pretty good, and now they're desperate as hell. They need a win. They need a win bad. They can't be starting 0-3 in conference play. This will be their Big East home opener, though. They were on the road for Connecticut. Cincinnati's Big 12, actually. So, yeah, second game. Home opener. Shut up, cat. Shut up.
What's your cat's name?
Tiger. It's some
Tiger.
old, like, 15-year-old cat who just doesn't shut up.
Found it on the street. Pull it in.
No, she's going to outlive everybody. I'm going to have to pass her down to my will. But what is this? 4 points here. What are we looking at for a spread on this? I'm guessing it's probably around 4 or 5.
I got 5.5.
5.5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's laying 5.5 on the road. You got a desperate Xavier team that needs to get this win. Marquette's starting to roll. Although
Mason,
they are.
I'm with Mason. I want to take Xavier bad.
Me too. They may climb, though. I mean, everyone knows Xavier's got injuries.
I know.
5.5. It might climb up 6.5 potentially.
Marquette's, ninth in the nation. So people see that they decide to make it. They're only getting 5.5.
They've dropped their last 2 road games. I mean, they were at Iowa State, lost that. Dayton blew a 15-point lead in that. They did beat Maryland by 4 on the road. So I mean,
yeah, at Providence.
I'm gonna write down Xavier.
I'm gonna
write down Xavier.
That's after the holiday, so they don't have a game for 10 days.
Yeah,
going to Providence.
This feels like a max effort game for Xavier. You gotta have it.
If I can get 2 possessions, if I can get a 6.5, I'm probably gonna bet it, which I think I'll be able to get a 6.5. Maybe not tonight, but I bet I can get a 6.5 tomorrow.
Yeah,
either right before tip or right when I wake up. I bet I can check it, and it'll be 6.5.
So it opened 4.5, dropped, and now it's back up. So they're starting to catch some money. So maybe we'll even get lucky and catch it on the stream here going up. So yeah, nice. I wrote down Xavier here. Max effort game, need it. Might even sprinkle the money line if I do play this.
It's just hard for me on that, that one game bump, a significant, that's a thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I've followed that. It's the same thing. And then, hate to bring up the no fun league again, but NFL, when they get a new head coach, you get that one game bump.
Yep.
It's like the same thing where you get a player that's hurt and you get that one game bump. So that's the only thing that, scares me about that. But at the same time, like you said, Xavier, desperate spot at home.
Yeah, they desperately need this. So I wrote them down, not necessarily betting them, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, must-have game for them. Can't be starting 0-2 and dropping 3 straight here. It's going to be tough going into your break.
BYU is final 103-57. So that's
there you go, 46-point win. Move that system to 17-4-1.
17-4-1.
Hell yeah. Next one, Connecticut, Butler. UConn heads to Butler. What is this one sitting at?
I got 9.5. 9.5.
9.5. KenPom has this 4. All right. And there it is. UConn, first system play of the day.
Golly. But it was 9.5. What did it open it at though? Because earlier I wrote it down at 7.5, and that was probably about an hour and a half ago.
Okay. Let me look.
So it might have opened up even less than 7.5. Looks like Mason said it opened at 6.5, dropped to 5.5. So
I see 8 on DraftKings. This is the problem. It opened 6.5. Where did it open 6.5? Mason, just curious. Let me see if unabated will allow me to actually see the opening.
I think I might have saw that too. Let me. I know for a fact I had it written down at 7.5. So even if it's at 7.5, it still doesn't count as a system play, even if it was open at 7.5.
I see. Oh, that's 365.
So on ESPN bet, I see
opened 6. Yeah, FanDuel opened 6.5. So I guess it depends where.
ESPN bet opened 5.5.
Yeah. DraftKings opens 8. That was at crazy. 8:00 tonight. I mean, FanDuel opened it up at 1:30 this afternoon. So I mean,
they must have followed. DraftKings probably followed suit of the line movement.
Cancel that. Good, because I never want to bet that when Butler's involved. So
I was about to say that, and I never want to bet. I mean, UConn on the road against Butler, betting 9.5. That just does not bode well for. But I would have done it because it was a system play.
Yeah, we don't ask questions.
I'm not going to fade the system. Just like, why would I lay 33.5 with BYU? But now you see why.
Desperate. Butler's desperate. Lost 4 straight. UConn's feeling themselves. Won 5 straight after Maui. I mean, 4 against respectable opponents.
Samson Johnson, I think he is a game time decision.
I was going to say he got a little
concussion. Yeah, got a concussion. He's been out since the Gonzaga game. So I'm not quite sure. I don't think.
Dan Hurley said Samson Johnson was cleared for full practice today. Looked good and feel good.
Cleared.
He's been feeling really good the last couple of days. They will check in with him tomorrow to determine availability. Well, sounds like he'll probably play then, based on what Hurley said. So
last game, UConn won 71-62 last year.
Yeah. I mean, this feels like a spot everyone and their brother is going to be on UConn.
Yeah.
Is this where Ankle Magic shows up?
I was about to say, if anything, this is another one where I might wait and catch it at 10.5, 11.5, 12.5, something like that.
Yeah, I never win Butler bets, so I'm staying off this game regardless. I will pull for whatever side you're going to be on if you do. But gun to my head, I'd take Butler.
No, right now, 9.5, I'd take Butler. I'm not betting Butler right now because I think I can get a better number. And there's also how many games? 80-some games tomorrow?
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty crazy.
So, I'm not going to go full-on Moneyline Mac and bet 70 of the 84 games. So, But if it gets, I think it's also a spot where if UConn jumps out to an 8-0 lead or 10-0 lead or something like that, you can bet
Catch
Butler
Butler
15.5,
15
16.5. Perfect. If Butler comes out hot, goes 8-0, 10-0 lead, and you can get UConn at 3.5, 4.5, take it either way. I think that's
Yeah.
a good angle for this game.
There's 103 games tomorrow.
103. So I underestimated.
And they're all front loaded. Damn.
I know.
All right. Next, we got Princeton heads to Rutgers. Rutgers is laying
4.5.
5.5. Oh,
5.5. Yep. No, 5.5.
Yeah, it all varies.
Open
you
at
got 6
4.
at DraftKings, 5.5 at FanDuel.
Yep.
Yeah,
I will
consensus
say
5.6.
Last year Princeton beat them 68-61. So good little revenge angle on that. Also Rutgers at home, obviously.
Yep. Yeah, Princeton can't rebound. They're one of the worst offensive rebounding teams in the country, so they're not going to get second chance opportunities here. You shoot the three really well, but Rutgers is fairly decent at protecting that. What did Rutgers do last game? Oh, Seton Hall was the buzzer beater. I want no part of this game.
Oh, yeah, Dylan Harper.
Yep, Dylan Harper at the buzzer.
Yep. And
the rack.
On deck,
Princeton's been starting to look a little better. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. They have Columbia on deck, so it's not really necessarily a sandwich spot. But at the same time, like you said,
inner city rival. Yeah, gun to my head, I'd probably take Princeton in this. Got the buzzer beater, inner city rivals. Princeton started to play a little bit better.
Yeah.
Lost to Furman, but they beat St. Joe's on the road. Played Furman tough on the road. Rutgers is tough, but you could argue anyway.
Yeah, I think that line is kind of spot on.
Yeah, this feels like a 4 or 5, maybe 6 point win for Rutgers. I don't really want to.
Yeah, free throw percentage, 71%, tie 187th. Yeah, not for where I'd feel comfortable laying the 5.5. It's just like we've always said, that 5.5, 6.5 number is just kind of a
dead one. Yeah. It means they're either going to roll them or it's going to be a tight game. There's no really in between.
Yeah. I didn't even.
If I had to pick, I'd go Princeton.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the. I forgot about that Dylan Harper game winner being the last game. I would probably, maybe, if I was, if you like Princeton, I would say maybe the best would be the over.
Yeah, points.
Over 151. That would just be me. I don't think Princeton's going to be able to stop Rutgers. And if you think if you could think Princeton's going to stay in the game, that means that Princeton's going to have to score.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm writing down anything on this game.
No, I'm not. But if I had to choose, I would take Princeton with the points in this one.
I would go. I would battle.
You go Rutgers?
I would go Rutgers in the rack.
Yeah, that is pretty stupid to fade the rack, but I don't know, something about that number. All right, next on deck, Maryland heads to Syracuse. This is at the Barclays.
This is in Brooklyn.
Quote unquote a neutral.
Mm-hmm. Which
Maryland beat St. Francis. Syracuse just lost to Georgetown, the rival. What's the spread sitting at?
12.5.
12.5.
Yeah, Maryland laying 12.5.
Why is it so flat?
I know. At first, I thought when they said it was laying 12.5, I was like, okay, surely this is in Maryland. And then I looked, and nope, it is not. It is the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. J.J. Starling, is he playing? Is he out? Maybe that's why. He's been out.
Yeah, he's been out. I think they said he was going to be out for like 3-4 weeks at least.
Mm-hmm.
So
it says game time decision, but
yeah, I'm not seeing any news on this yet, so yeah, I'm not seeing anything on it yet. So I don't think he's coming to return quite yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't think he would.
Yeah,
Especially with this being not a conference matchup. I feel like if anything, they would sit in the next 2 games and then play in that during at the start of ACC play against Wake Forest when they get them at home. That would be my assumption.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Julian Reese and Derek Queen down low. You only got what's his name? Fucking Eddie Lampkin.
Eddie Lampkin, that's all you got down low for Syracuse.
I mean, he's been solid lately, but Syracuse can't shoot the fucking 3. Struggle at the free throw line. I mean,
Which is surprising that Syracuse can shoot a 3. Because generally they have a couple guys that can stroke it. And this year has been not the case.
Yeah. I mean, outside of like Derek Queen and Julian Reese. I mean, maybe some Derek Queen props? Are those even out yet? I'm not seeing any props, no. Maybe some Derek Queen props. I mean, 15 points, 16 or 27, 16. Excuse me, 26, 17, 20. He's grabbing 10 or 11, 12, 5
boards.
9, 8. Maybe a points rebounds or rebounds over for him. I mean,
yeah, he's one of those freshmen that's really impressed me this year.
Yeah, I mean,
can you
Syracuse
believe that?
Can't keep teams off the glass.
What was that? Mount Verde last year had him.
Cooper Flagg. There's another guy.
There's all 5 of them are high majors starting at high majors.
Really?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
That fucking prep school thing.
Yeah, I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down Derek Queen props because I'll actually be interested. Derek Queen, because I mean Syracuse 345th in the country at defensive glass versus 8th for Maryland. So I mean, should be able to have a good day on the glass. You know, a rebound put back, get some points and rebounds there. So I just wrote down Queen props.
Trying to look this up.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that Mount Verde.
Yeah, they had. Let me look at this. I'm looking it up right now. So they have Cooper's younger brother, Ace Flagg.
Ace Flagg? Sounds douchey.
I know. So they had Asa Newell, who's starting at Georgia now, right?
I believe. Sounds familiar.
Then Derek Queen, Liam McNeely, UConn, Cooper Flagg, and then they had Robert Wright from Baylor.
Right, that's the other guy. Yeah, McNeely and Wright.
Can you imagine that starting 5?
That's crazy. That's fucking ridiculous, man. That's fucking crazy.
No wonder they went 33-0 or 32-0 or whatever it was.
Someone should have just recruited them all to their school.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna look at props for this game for Derek Queen. Other than that, really don't have a feel. If I had to, I would take Maryland.
I would lay it with Maryland if I had to do anything.
Yep.
It's been kind of not a very good start to my betting. The games we've talked about, I've kind of just wanted to stay off.
Yeah, there's plenty of spots on the board.
I was going to say there's 90 some more to go.
Yeah. We're probably not going to talk about every game, but enough of them. Next one, SMU heads to Boston College. SMU is laying. Just had this.
I got 8.5.
Anywhere from 7.5 to 8.5.
Yeah. Lay it.
Yeah, I would not want to bet Boston College.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe the team total for SMU?
Yeah, I don't even know if that's out. Is that out yet?
DraftKings usually releases them it's out 77.5.
For SMU? I like that.
SMU, yeah. I mean, Boston College gave up 69 to Stonehill at home, 73 to South Carolina, 88 to Dartmouth, 61 to Loyola, 69 to Temple, 60 to the Citadel. I mean, they give up points. I know, like, lower 60s is whatever, but those are low major teams. Like,
and SMU is coming off that slow ass tempo pace with Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia, LSU, they put up 74 on a neutral. I mean, Boston College fouls a lot. SMU gets a lot of points at the line. Shoot pretty well from 3.
I don't mind that angle at all. But I
definitely would not want to lay it with or play Boston College at all.
No. I don't mind either of those. You could play the -8. I think you'd be fine because I think if you bet the 77.5, I don't even see Boston College scoring 70.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong either way.
No.
But if I was going to play it, I would take SMU team total personally here.
Yeah.
All right. So next we have Duke and Georgia Tech. Duke is laying probably something crazy. Duke is laying 14.5 to 15.5.
Yep.
I feel like they always play close games.
Last year was 84-79. At least the last matchup.
Previous sports. I just feel like they always have given them a weird time. Not to mention this is a road game. Is Duke?
And Stoudemire always seems to play up to his his teams always seem to play up to his competition, but then obviously they play down to their competition, losing to North Florida, losing games like that. But I feel like sometimes, most of the time when somebody comes in with a good record, I think they knocked off North Carolina last year at home, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they beat they beat Florida State at home. They were kind of whatever. They beat Miami on the road.
Yeah.
Beat North Carolina at home. Beat Clemson in double overtime.
Yeah.
They got 5-point loss to Duke.
They always seem to get up for those big games.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna bet this.
Duke's just kind of looked a little slow lately.
Yeah.
I mean, Incarnate Word, they only won by 26. Louisville, they needed that fucking late effort and bed shitting from Louisville to get that coming through. And then Mason, they fucking covered on a BS foul late. That game was kind of tight, and then just the end, it kind of pulled away. So they've been playing a little slow. I mean,
yeah, and I mean the other thing is we've talked a lot about how people not being at the games, etc. Georgia Tech never really has people at the games.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really matter. The fact that this is the last game before the Christmas break, I think Georgia Tech has a lot more reason to show up and play than Duke does. I think Duke just kind of wants to survive in advance, get through Christmas break, and on to Virginia Tech.
Yep, I'm with you. I mean, it feels like a lot. I mean, last year at Duke, 5-point loss or 5-point win for Duke. And then when Duke hit the road, they lost 68-72 in Georgia Tech. They did smoke them the year prior by 43, but year before that, 12-point win at home, lost in overtime, 7-point win, 9-point win. I mean, they Georgia Tech always plays them tight, 13, 11. So you got to go all the way back to 2016. 2016 and 2022, 23 are the only times they blew them out by more than 13.
Yeah.
And they blew them out by 40, 50.
Yeah, kind of like outliers.
Yeah, give me Georgia Tech in this one.
Yeah, I like Georgia Tech.
I'm sure you could probably get a better number in the morning, to be honest.
Oh, 100%. I would wait for sure.
Ooh.
Duke is always public.
Saying Duke is -9 on DraftKings. Nope, minus 15. Right, a little off. Just write Georgia Tech plus 15 on that one. We'll be betting it. All right.
More than likely, we'll be betting in the morning.
Yep. Vatek at St. Joseph's. Wish St. Joe's would have fucking not smoked American, but Virginia Tech sucks. I mean, they just rolled North Carolina A&T and Navy. Navy, they won by 8, but other than that, these are the type of teams that they've beaten. And then when they've stepped up against, Penn State lost, Jacksonville lost, Michigan lost, South Carolina lost, Vandy and Pittsburgh lost.
And this is
Now they're
this
going
is
to
at,
have a neutral.
yeah, this is at the Palestra in Philadelphia. So it's
At
more
the
of a
Palestra?
yeah, it's at the Palestra. So it's more of a travel spot for Virginia Tech than it is for St. Joe's. That's why I like St. Joe's in this for sure.
Yeah, I like St. Joe's. I mean, they didn't even have Xavier Brown last game.
Yeah, he's out again. He's
out
gonna be
again.
out. Yeah, I think at least that's what I've been seeing. He's out with a hamstring injury, and so usually those hamstring injuries will take at least a couple weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But what I've seen from Virginia Tech is absolute garbage.
Terrible. Virginia Tech on KenPom isn't favored to win a single game the rest of the year.
Oh my gosh.
Holy smokes, this team is bad. Yeah, I mean, at the Palestra.
I mean, it's a travel spot for Virginia Tech then. And
Virginia Tech turns it over a shit ton. 340.
Denzer Waif said that him and Steven Solano are out.
Okay.
I'm just trying to pull up.
Damn, those are their. Solano hasn't played since the Texas game. He
Health
hasn't
and
played
illness?
much, but
Yeah, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 13, 5, 4, 7. Yeah, Mason bringing up the good point. They've already played there this year. They played against Villanova there in the Palestra. Or no, that was at home. Who did they play in the Palestra? All right, I forget who it was. Because they had Villanova
Was it
actually
LaSalle?
on the home. Or that might have been LaSalle.
No, that was the
Nope,
Wells.
that was Wells Fargo.
Penn. They played Penn there. They
Thanks,
won
Mason.
by 17.
17, yep.
And I don't think there's much of a difference between Penn and Vatek, to be
No,
honest.
I don't either.
Yeah, give me St. Joe's. I think you're getting a discounted line because
Xavier Brown's
injury.
out. I agree. I'm gonna write them down for sure.
And if Vatek shows up and finally wins a game against somebody above 300 in KenPom, congratulations.
Kudos.
It only took you till fucking late December.
Yeah, and the fact that I know it's 10 days away, but they're good. They go at Duke next.
Yeah, so you got Christmas and Duke on deck. That's a tough spot.
They want no part of
Indiana on the board, only down 17.
They just score. Yep.
Oh, wait, they're down 16.
Who's that? Surratt? He's good.
13. Who was that? Number 13?
13? Is that Surratt? There.
Not sure. Well,
I don't
need a
know.
miracle.
Yeah,
Somehow double onside.
If Huffer was here, he would know who number 13 is.
Oh, yeah, he would know instantly. South Carolina State, Northern Kentucky. Does that interest you or no?
I didn't have a line on that last time. Do you have a line at all?
Yep, we are sitting at 7.5.
Northern Kentucky?
Yep.
I might ride South Carolina State. I don't know. They're good.
So
They've been good to me.
4-point loss
They
at
covered-
Furman, 7 at Samford, 3 to Xavier. Marshall blew them out, but they did lose to Bethune-Cookman. That's tough.
I know, but that was at the beginning of the season.
Northern Kentucky off of conference play, a conference game. Then you got break on deck.
Yeah. I don't know. We can just pass on it, if anything.
Yeah. Gun to my head, I would take South Carolina State. I mean, they've played these teams tight. I mean, Furman 4-point loss on the road. Samford they lost by 7 at home. Went to Xavier, lost by 3. Yeah, if I had to, I would choose South Carolina State, but
Yeah,
no thank you.
I would, if anything.
Drexel, Penn State. Complete clash of styles here. Drexel's good at defending the 3, where
this one is at
Penn State likes to
Wells
attack
Fargo, by the way.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Drexel's turnover machine doesn't get to the free throw line. Oof, they're 274th in the country at coughing it up via steal. Penn State's 8th in the country.
That's been telling. That
How did Indiana get the ball back? Well, they got it back. I must have got the onside.
I wasn't even looking.
Damn, that fucking last touchdown. Gonna fuck my spread. Where is
I mean, last time we kind of had that angle
16 and a half. 16 and a half to 17 and a half.
Terrible team late, a terrible team that's terrible, giving up a lot of steals against a team that forces a lot of steals. That was that UTEP Seattle angle that we laid quite a bit with UTEP. Oh no, we only laid like 3.5, 4.5. They ended up winning by 20.
It is an interstate rivalry though.
Yeah,
they play them.
I would.
They did not.
Yeah, last time they played was 2015. Penn State won by 6.
16 and a half feels a lot, but it also feels like Drexel's gonna struggle to score.
Yeah,
I mean they can shoot it fairly well, but Penn State's defense is pretty good. They're gonna force a lot of turnovers, force the tempo, which could make some bad shots for Drexel.
Drexel's ass.
Very much so.
I've tried to. I don't know how they're 8-4. They're the most ass 8-4 team.
Their best win is
college basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this was like Friday or Monday, I'd probably lay it with Penn State. The fact that we have 97 more games, I'm not going to bet this game. But if you force me to bet it, Penn State, I'd lay it, and I'd lay it now because it's probably going to creep up to 20.
I would battle you if I had to bet it. I would go Drexel just because of the intercity rivalry. But that's not anything that's really on my radar for tomorrow. Vermont, Dartmouth. Does that interest you?
No, we can skip that one.
Chattanooga heads to Indiana.
Lay it with Chattanooga. Cover it with Chattanooga. I don't want to lay it. I want to
14 and a half.
14 and a half. I'm betting Chattanooga. 14 and a half. This is one of the ones that I had.
IU is also the Nebraska loss.
Circled. They are, yes. But my thing is everybody and their mom is watching this Indiana game right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to show up to the game. If they do, they're going to show up hungover, quiet. Indiana's their whole team is probably still watching this game.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. Give me Chattanooga.
And I like Chattanooga. I like how they play. I don't know about those 2 injuries to their big men. I'm hopefully they get it back. I did see Ken Hat in the chat. Yeah, Chattanooga first half.
Sharp. That first half's a good.
I do like that. What I might do is I might ride the 14 and a half. 14 and a half full game, and I might sprinkle a little bit on Chattanooga first half money line.
Yeah, splits your units up.
Yep.
There you go. Nice angle there, kind of. Good look. North Florida at Florida. Here we go. Florida off the UNC win. North Florida can bang threes.
Yep.
But Florida's pretty good at fucking.
Did you see this over under?
Oh god, I'm gonna guess like 167.
Close. 170. Astronomical. It almost makes me want to play the over because it's so high.
So fucking high.
But, in this, I do like.
They give up 95 to Asheville, 93 to Georgia Southern, 83 to D2 Warner. Nebraska scored 103 on them.
both teams. I mean, both teams are what averaging over 85 points a game. So
What's
it's
Florida's
obviously
team
how they
total?
set the line. I've bet against Florida like 4 times, and
It's not up yet.
they've made me eat fucking shit every single time.
I don't think they're ever going to lose.
I don't either. But
I think I would attack this with Florida's team total.
What's
You give up 83 to a D2 school, 93 to Georgia Southern. Asheville got 95 on you. Nebraska put up 103. Yeah.
what's the team total?
It's not out yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess it's probably around 92, 93, maybe 94.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. The only thing I like, North Florida seems to play the in-state schools pretty well.
Yeah, it's a
like
big get-up
hitting
game.
the 24.5, but I'm scared to
Feel
bet
one.
against Florida and eat shit yet again.
Yeah, dude, they're
freaking
nothing
wagon.
to fuck with. I'm seeing offshore we got 23.5 to 25.5 for Florida.
Yep. I've got 24.5 right now. That's what I'm seeing.
What's Compound got? This 22, so nothing. Yeah, I would look at Florida's team total.
Yeah. If I was betting anything, I'd bet North Florida.
Yeah.
On the points. I would, if you're gonna bet North Florida, on the points, I would just wait and then bet them.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Florida's gonna be public.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, North Florida's got potential. They can shoot it. So I mean, they got potential to backdoor it.
I mean, if they, if, like you said, if they shoot 3 well, and if they shoot 3, fairly decent tomorrow, they can. I mean, you're just asking the team to not lose by 24.
Yeah.
And if you shoot 35, 40% from the 3 at the rate that they shoot the 3, that can keep you in the game, regardless of whether I think the team total for Florida is a good angle, but I could see it being 100 to 80.
Yeah, easy. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. So I don't think. Yeah, the over Florida's team total, whoever. I think either way you take an over in this game, you really can't go wrong. Next might be one of my favorite bets of the day. Mississippi State heads to Memphis, and you get Memphis as a favorite against a Mississippi State team that is playing really good fucking ball. Minus that outlier Butler loss, they're playing really fucking good. They've already got a true road game under their belt, one at SMU 84-79. They're playing fast this year compared to other years. I mean, 238 last year, 290 the year prior, 62nd in adjusted tempo, possession length this year. They're playing fast, so they're going to be able to run and gun with Memphis. They play physical defense. I mean, the free throws scare me a little bit, but other than that, I mean, I think they're going to win this. I mean, Memphis could light them up from 3, but the fact that this is just one, kind of weird. Turnovers, Mississippi State could force them. They've been playing really good. They can score and they're defending this year. So I think Mississippi State wins this one. And I can get +1 for -110, or I can take them on the money line for -110. So just give me the fucking point just in case. Who knows? But Mississippi State for me in this one.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, but I would say a quick little handicap that Mississippi State, as fast as they play, they also are second in the nation in turnovers. They do not turn the ball over, and the fact that they do not turn the ball over and rebound the ball offensively, I think is going to create problems for Memphis.
Absolutely, I'm with you.
But
all right,
we'll be right back.
Like a squad ride. All right, Mississippi State there. Next game. Let's see what this spread is if it's out. 16.5. Nothing from either. Nope. Nope. Man, some of these after this early slate, these games kind of get fucking shitty. Christ. What's this spread? Texas Tech. What's Texas Tech spread? Not out. I'm going to have to go see what they are offshore here. 23.5. Where did these open? Oh, FanDuel's got 23.5 listed, open 21. So it's moved up. They've got Lamar in town. I mean, I thought they lost. They played Oral Roberts. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through these. There's a kind of significant drop off in that 1 o'clock window. Nothing really interesting.
Kenneth is battling you. Ken's battling you.
All right. Let's battle Kenneth. Bring it on. They look bad, yeah, but they still won. They found a way to win. I mean, Chris Jans is a good coach. Yeah, I mean, it's just they're going to drop one of these 2 games against these Mississippi teams, I think, with Ole Miss after the break. I think Mississippi State's defense has the ability to cause enough hell, and the fact that they can play tempo, they don't turn it over, and they can rebound. So, I mean, I think this is the one they get, and then Memphis beats Ole Miss coming out of the break. So that's where I'm sitting for that. But we'll battle, Kenneth. We'll battle. I'll see you in the TCE chat or something tomorrow night. We'll bring it on.
I think the fact that Memphis is laying points, I will never back Penny as a favorite.
Yeah,
I don't like backing Penny as a favorite.
As a dog, he's a monster. But
yeah, short favorite, whatever, any favorite. I just don't like backing Penny. When there's expectations on him, he seems to always.
Oh my God! I almost got a fucking another one.
Oh shit!
It bounced perfectly. Excuse me.
You know what we needed right there? We needed them to get that ball, throw a 15-yard pass, settle for the field goal to try to get another one, and then we would have had the perfect middle.
Yeah, I would have taken
your money back.
No
I would have won my money.
Oh, good point. I'll see where this opened. I'll see where this opened. FanDuel opened it. Memphis minus 1.5.
Yeah, I saw that minus 1.5 when I.
Yeah, I've seen it minus 1 everywhere. I mean, sure, like a local book or something, if wherever you're at may have opened it at +1.
Kenny's got that. Kenny's got that offshore book. He got that Apple Pay book.
Yeah. Oh, Mason brutal. Too bad they couldn't get that 2-point conversion for you.
Oh.
Damn. Well, they showed a lot of fight in the fourth quarter. It would have been nice if they showed up in the first 3.
Yeah, once that 98-yard
touchdown. Yeah, that fucking was killer.
That changed the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that was killer. What do we got?
Kenneth, I'm not lying. I used to have an Apple Pay book before they legalized it in Kansas. I had a dude in Virginia he gave me a website and I would Apple Pay him.
It works. I gotta get to a bookie soon. This fucking offshore shit sucks. Yeah, next game I'm really somewhat interested in would be Wake Forest at Clemson. What is Clemson laying? Because KenPom has us 12, and that feels high.
Yeah, that's what's deep. What time is that game? 1? 9.5.
2 Eastern. Oh, they're laying 9.
What's KenPom got it?
KenPom's got this 12.
So hovering right at. What did it open at? Did it open? I'm guessing it probably opened at 9.5 because these later games are just now starting to pop up with lines. Open 10.5, Mason said.
Open 10.5. Okay. Yeah, I see 11 on. That's the wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong one. Let's just see. Yeah, 10.5 on FanDuel, 10.5 on DraftKings.
Mason, you typically use FanDuel. I know that he's been getting a lot of those, so that'd be nice because when he comments, I'll know it's FanDuel. I'm a DraftKings junkie, so that's where a lot of my stuff comes from.
Clemson off of back-to-back losses, they're gonna fucking roll them. Little John. Although, when does Clemson play the football game? That's the problem.
They
In the
play
middle?
at 3. Let me look. Hold on. I'm looking it up. I got it right here.
They are in the middle
Yeah,
game.
they
'cause
play
the
at 3.
First one, yeah.
So they play. So 1 o'clock and 3. So they literally will end like right when that one's starting.
Yeah. Damn. But I mean, still, they need this win bad. Wake Forest, every time they've hit the road, I mean, Xavier beat them by 15, Florida beat them by 27, A&M beat them by 13. I mean, they're 1-2 on. Yeah, I mean, that was a neutral for Florida. I mean, they beat Minnesota by 6.
Yeah.
Fuck it, give me Clemson. They need this game. They're not going into a break with a loss. They're gonna get this done by double digits. There will be some people there. I don't think it'll be. Yeah, that was a random 10 a.m. That was 10 a.m.
That was the funniest game when you looked at the crowd. There's nobody, and then all you see is these yellow jacket vest people, like just randomly throughout this whole section. And then 10 minutes after the game, they started to escort these kids. It was like they were searching for bombs or some shit. And okay, the kids are safe. Let's bring them all in. And that's when me and Huffer bet we bet the under. Remember, we bet the live first half under on the show.
Yeah.
We were all on the show.
Late.
And late game, live ball turnover. Freaking Tyrese Hunter gets the ball. Freaking hits a 3-pointer with no time left in halftime to hook us.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was brutal. And then I was celebrating my fucking soccer bet.
Yes. That was Ipswich.
Shout out Ipswich. Yeah, give me Clemson. They're gonna roll them. I mean, the atmosphere may be ass, but they need this win. Wake Forest is not good. They've hit the road, get blown out by 13 and 15 in true road games. Neutral, lost by 27 to Florida. I mean, Wake Forest struggles to rebound. Clemson can crash the glass. Clemson doesn't turn it over. They force turnovers. Shoot, pretty well at the free throw line, 76%. And here's the thing, 38% from 3 versus 26% for Wake Forest. So, I mean, you're going to hit your shots. Yeah. So give me Clemson. They're gonna enter the break with a big win, needed win.
And they're coming off. I mean,
losses.
And Wake Forest is coming off. I mean, they beat Boston College, so what? But they're coming off a pretty impressive win against James Madison. So I feel like they're just, feeling themselves a little. We just beat James Madison by 17. One of those mid majors that people talk about. I think Clemson puts it on them.
Yeah, physicality, the boards, the shooting.
Especially
it's gonna wear him down.
Especially with Baloo out. He's been out for several weeks now, but with Baloo out, they don't have. I think Shefflin's gonna go off.
Yeah, Shefflin props. Oh, Shefflin props. I'm gonna write that down.
Shefflin props could be something because with Baloo out, I think Shefflin feasts.
Yeah, he's been a monster lately. All right. Yeah, these games get really ass after. I mean, Louisville, Florida State. Do we trust?
I had something at 12.
All right. Yeah. What you got?
Let me look. I gotta see. The fucking Sharks. No, I'm just kidding.
The fucking Long Island Sharks. Where is this game? Yeah, I kind of said it right. After the early games, tomorrow's slate kind of looks a little ass. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's gonna be a weekday for college hoops.
Ooh, yes. I wanted to. Speaking of worse and worse, let's talk about a couple not very good teams, but Manhattan Presbyterian. I'm on Presbyterian -2.5. You can take it with the money line if you want. Manhattan is just coming off a ass kicking on the road against Wagner. Then they got to travel to Presbyterian. I think it's a good spot for Presbyterian. They were kind of
You're gonna love this.
Go ahead.
Presbyterian is 5-point favorites on KenPom. It opened at I
2.5.
thought you said they were +2. Never mind.
No, 2.5.
Mm.
But anyway, getting 2.5 points. I like it. I like the angle of Manhattan coming off a big win against Wagner as an underdog, and then their next game is immediately playing at Presbyterian on the road. Hard to win back-to-back games on the road in college. Doesn't matter who you're playing. But I think Presbyterian can get it done. So it's the one game that I had. That I was looking at.
Presbyterian's free throws scare me, but they shoot the 3 very well.
Yeah, and at home you would expect them to shoot the 3 even better.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate it. I'll write it down just in case I need something else.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot of games, but that was something I had circled it because the line hadn't came out yet, and getting them at 2.5, I kind of like that number.
Absolutely. Yeah, Louisville at Florida State. Oh, hold on. Actually, St. Thomas is on the road at Bowling Green. What is this? What's this number?
4.5. St. Thomas laying 4.5.
St. Thomas is laying 4.5. They struggle on the road.
They do.
They're not a road team. They beat Northern Colorado by 12, but they've been at home 3 games straight now. Now they hit the road for a random Bowling Green game in Kentucky. I mean, they won on the road at Northern Colorado, lost to Milwaukee, lost at ASU, lost at Oklahoma State. I mean, they were competitive in the one game. I mean, the neutral, they beat Portland State. So, I mean, I guess congrats. But
yeah, they did put up. I pretty much watched all 40 minutes of that game that they played against Oklahoma State. And they played pretty well. They couldn't freaking miss a 3 though in that game. That's kind of what kept them in it. Bowling Green, they got that one dude, right? That big dude. Big bowling ball dude.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
What's his name?
Look at their roster.
I gotta look him up.
Jemai Felt.
No.
6'10", 210 as a freshman. Yes, he's not crazy.
No,
I think I'm thinking of somebody else.
Marcus Johnson.
Marcus Johnson. Okay.
Yeah. Dude just like handles it like a point guard, and he's like huge.
It's got to be 3.5 or higher. Like if it's 10 on KenPom and it's 13.5. Prefer the 14, but if it's like 13.5, that would be technically yes. It technically would be.
If Southern can backdoor this and get me I lied bet them plus 15.5. They can backdoor this. It'll make me.
I was gonna say no way they came back.
Happy camper. No, they're down 18 now, but they were down 30.
Well, yeah, that's improvement.
We're getting there. So wouldn't NKU be a system? What was the?
Did I miss that one? I know we talked about.
We talked about it a little bit, but
Northern Kentucky's laying 4. What is it on the books?
it was 7.5.
Where did it open? That'll be the next question. 7.5 on MGM. Yeah, it opened 7.5 at it's not on FanDuel. DraftKings took it off. They did open at 7.5. So technically speaking, yeah, it would. All right. We got our first one, boys.
Well, that debunks my. If I would gun to my head, I'd take South Carolina State. Well, I was wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we both were. I looked. How did I miss that? Yeah. There we go. There's my first one of the day.
It's 4 on KenPom.
Yep. I'll just double check.
Okay.
Yep. Northern Kentucky 70-66.
Thanks, Mason.
Yep. Appreciate it. Kenneth is interested in Stanford.
Cool.
Let's take a peek here.
Holler if you know what time that game is at.
That's at 8.
8. Okay. he just like fuck the mid slate. We're just skipping all the way to the end.
Yeah, there's not much in the mid slate. Like tomorrow's it looks like a rough day for hoops. What do we got? Stanford. Yeah, Stanford struggled against Merrimack.
You got it. Oh yeah. Oh, 7. Come on now, we're Central Time.
Oh, I was just going off the KenPom one. Yeah, my bad.
You got a line on this? I don't have anything. Kenneth, you got a line? I shouldn't say Kenneth. I don't want to say Kenneth. It's probably Ken. You got a line?
Yeah, Ken. My bad. I call you Kenneth. My bad.
I always say Kenneth.
I'm seeing 5.5 on DraftKings and 5.5 on FanDuel. Yeah, it looks like 5.5 consensus.
Oregon 5.5.
Yeah, Oregon laying 5.5 on the road.
Damn.
This is a semi-neutral. Where is this at? The SAP Center. That's perfectly on brand for fucking
San Jose.
Washington.
In San Jose.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, why is this in San Jose? The fuck?
They lost Oregon, or Stanford lost at home to Oregon by 13 last year.
At home?
At home.
I think Oregon's better this year.
Oh, yeah. I think they're way better.
I know they had a good kind of run in the tournament, but I think they're better.
Stanford beat them the year prior at home by 8. Now this is a neutral.
So
Stanford has not looked good. What's going on, Hasty? Denser Wolf, pretty much home for Stanford. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. I mean,
I'm California illiterate, so
yeah,
I don't know where the fuck anything is in California.
Yeah,
so
the state's too goddamn big. I think
I will
go
say
Oregon.
I'm going to get on a rant here real quick, and it's totally not going to be about basketball. It's going to be about football. But it pisses me off that the state of California has their own JUCO programs because nobody gets eyes on any of those JUCO schools. I was watching, 2 nights ago, was watching Iowa Western versus Hutch JUCO in the JUCO National Championship. And then you would think that if they have their own JUCO system in California, that then that champion would play the other champion, but they don't even do that. But I'm like, why are you so full of yourself that you're just gonna basically create a whole JUCO community on that whole California and just keep it all to yourself so nobody gets eyes on them? And I was talking to somebody about that, about the Big West. A lot of the Big West JUCO bring a lot of the Big West teams bring in a bunch of JUCO guys from California, and people don't know how good they are. Yeah, and the people don't know how good they are because nobody watches JUCO sports because it's all secluded to California. It just pisses me off.
That is really fucking annoying. Why? Like, why?
I don't know.
Why not just have her? That's
because they're better than us.
Elitist. Well, this is a neutral. Everything's screaming to take Oregon, but Stanford they need to play a good game. I mean, snuck past Cal by 8. Merrimack almost got you, won by 6. One of the 4 system play losses. That was brutal.
The whole time we've been talking about this, I've been thinking this is a freaking Pac-12 game.
No. This is Big Ten versus the ACC or whatever the fuck.
I know. All I could think about was it being Pac-12.
Yeah, fucking wonky. You know what? I'm just going to go contrarian and take Stanford. Oregon's been good. Everybody knows that, but that 5.5 is a shitty number. It opened at 6.5 and dropped. Stanford's got size, which, neutral. So maybe a couple more bricks and bad shots. So they'll be able to get rebound. You got Renault down there. I know Nate Biddle's been really good too.
Exactly, Ken. That's exactly what I'm saying. They literally play a JUCO state championship. Yes,
So
that is exactly what they do.
So fucking dumb.
It's the JUCO state championship.
It's fucking stupid.
Um, I'll battle.
No, I'm gonna trust with my gun. My God, I'm gonna go Oregon.
Damn it! I wanted to battle you.
Not on this one, pal.
I think the guards for Oregon are just too good for the against the guards for
Bamba,
Stanford.
Shellstad. Those guys are fucking awesome.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna bet this game because it's fucking at 7:00 and there's like 2 games at 7:00 and I need to fucking have action on at least one of them. So
Yeah.
I'll probably bet it. Ken's the same fuck. I think that means he's on Stanford. Let's battle.
There's 9 games after 7:00. And none of them are good. I mean, this is probably the best one too.
Yeah. Cal San Diego State's kind of intriguing, but
yeah, that's a clear 2. That's a clear number 2.
Other than that, I do kind of like the Kennesaw State, San Jose State. I think San Jose State rules though. They're pretty good at home.
Yeah, Kennesaw. Yeah, they've anytime. I mean, other than when Rutgers came to them, anytime they've stepped up in competition, they've gotten.
Yeah, that was a huge.
Lost to Clara, 7 on Kent State. Irvine beat them by 17.
Yeah, that was a huge spot for them. Huge get up spot, getting Rutgers at home, and I think they just blew their load for the whole remainder of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kennesaw's great at getting to the free throw line. It's not like San Jose gives you a ton at the line, but
yeah,
they're not terrible at it. They don't allow. I mean, they give up a lot inside, but Kennesaw doesn't like to go inside. They shoot threes. What's the line on this?
2.5.
2.5. I see 4 on DraftKings.
Oh, 3.5. Sorry. Opened at 2.5, I think.
So it's moving up.
Yeah. Which I think I agree with. I think this gets higher than 6.5. I think it's 6.5, 7.5.
Yeah.
Just trying to think.
Man, this might be like the shortest Friday show of the year, to be honest. Like, I'm looking. I mean, if we go back up a little bit, this is Louisville, Florida. This 2:00, 1:00 window's all right.
Yeah, Kenneth got a. Kenneth, goddamn it, Ken got us fucking.
Hey, trust your gut, Ken. I mean, we definitely don't go 100%. So I mean,
we can battle. I'm cool with battling. Yeah. I will say today we trusted our gut, and Valpo went down by 22, and came back with 6 minutes left and won.
Never doubt. Never a doubt.
Trust your gut, and the same shit might happen for you.
I literally turned that game off, and I turned it on just to see Western Michigan break that 3 in the half quarter. I was at work, and I just was like, "Holy shit!" And everyone turned around and was looking at me. I was like, "Oh, big basket."
Let's see. There's some other good, decent games, but I think Cal Poly Omaha. I don't have a line on that. Do you have a line on that? Hasty said Cal Poly Omaha should be a good one.
Cal Poly Omaha.
And why the hell are they playing this at 8:00 in Omaha?
Cal Poly's laying 3. Oof. Not a fan of them laying points.
They're not doing any favors though with playing them so late. If I was Omaha, I'd put this game at 6.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I mean, they are off of back-to-back OT games. And that fucking Denver game should have went under.
Oh, I felt so bad for you. Me, Yvetta, and Rocco were watching it in the bar.
That was brutal.
I pulled it up on my phone. I literally had it leaning up on the bar while we were at the bar watching it, and I was like, "Dude, Trevor's got to be so fucking pissed right now."
Yeah, it was brutal. Yeah, it was brutal. I was like, I'm the sharpest motherfucker ever taking a Cal Poly under, and it's gonna smack, and then fucking overtime. At what point do their legs like give out? I mean, this is a 159.5 total, which is shorter than they have been. mean, Omaha can rebound.
I can tell you I have not seen a lick of Omaha. So
saw one game. I saw the Northern Iowa game. I think it was like 14.5. That was a dud. I think this is I think Nebraska, this is their spot. Finally get home. Cal Poly's off back-to-back OT games and hitting the road again. San Jose State 107-100. Game prior they lost 102-91. Then they beat Denver 95-94. Now you're going to hit the road.
What's the over-under on this?
159.5.
I do know. So Cal Poly was without two of their studs last game against Denver.
Are they going to be back?
Let me look this up.
I had the sound off for that game, so there was an injury.
No, you're good. I didn't even know that until I was talking to Rocco about it, and he had told me that there was a couple guys that were hurt that didn't play. I think it was. I know Kuntz played. Might have been Jessup. No, was Jessup there? Jessup's first game back was against Denver. Where was it? Let's see if I can find it. So Hyder, Vinegar, Jessup, Tarlac. All right, Mason, put in your whole slate for tomorrow. I'll auto fade you.
Damn. Fucking cooking, dude. Attaboy. Fucking run it up. Take their money.
I'd call you the new Julio if I didn't actually believe you. But I believe you.
Oh, nice. I just fired up the slots real quick. Second spin, win the freewheel. So let's see what I get here. Yeah, I like Nebraska here. I mean, Cal Poly, you just 102, 107, 95 points, back-to-back overtime games. I feel like it just not a spot for him, in my opinion. So I think I'm going to take I'm going to write down Omaha on the money line. Or it's 3. I'll take the 3 points here for that one. So that's where I will sit on that.
What's the over-under?
159.5.
Yeah, you did say that. I'll take.
Feel bad for Mason. That was brutal. They had that shit. Hasty, what's up, Denser? What did he say?
I think he's talking about
the Stanford game. Yeah, how Stoyakov. Yeah, Stoyakov. When he's on, they're fucking good. But when he's
did
not,
you see that?
The last couple of games.
Did you see that tweet? They spelled his name wrong on the jersey.
I didn't see that. Did they really?
I think it was last game. Last game, he literally was playing the game, and the jersey that he had on had his name spelled fucking wrong.
You can't do that to one of your big portal gets, man.
I know. Especially after, you have Peja Stojakovic. Fucking his dad is in the league for so long. How can you not spell that right?
Especially at Stanford, those nerds, come on, that's, you gotta fucking get that right.
They put that shit in a bot algorithm, and they just go Stojakovic, and boom, there it is. Going back to the earlier, I know we jumped ahead.
Here we go. Louisville, Florida State. We never talked about that one. Florida State back-to-back wins. Smoked Winthrop by 18. Tulane beat by 13. They are against Power 5 schools. They are 0-3. Florida beat them by 13. LSU beat them by 10. And NC State beat them by 10 also.
We didn't, Mason. We didn't. Calm down. We're getting there.
Oh, yeah. No. We're not going to get there.
I've got a couple other ones too. UCLA, North Carolina. We'll talk about that one. There's some other ones.
What is the spread for this Florida State game?
Louisville laying at 1.5.
Louisville's laying 1.5.
Yeah. Give me
Florida
State.
KenPom's got this Florida State 76-73.
Okay. Well, that's a system play.
That would definitely be a system play. They're really laying 1.5. What do you see on FanDuel?
ESPN bet. That's what I got. 1.5. Plus
I'm trying to
1.5.
find this on unabated, and it's just not pulling it up.
No, Mason. We just had skipped ahead to Stanford because that's what Ken was interested in, and then we kind of got a little stuck down at the bottom.
If it's 1.5, then that's that's a system play.
I don't know what it opened at, but on the score app, I have it as plus 1.5 for Florida.
I'm trying to pull it up on unabated, and I cannot find this game, so I am unable to actually find out where it opened.
I've got +1 on DK currently.
For Louisville?
+1 for Florida State. So I've got +1 for Florida State. Oh, FSU opened -2.5, Mason said.
Opened -2.5?
Damn.
Never mind. I just don't know how to feel about fucking Louisville.
I like Florida State. I'm on Florida State money line.
They do have size. Unlike, they got Noah Waterman on Louisville, but he doesn't play down low. Like he's an outside guy.
Yeah, I'm on. No, I was talking. Me and Avetta were talking after the game on Wednesday about Florida State, and they have not played. I don't think they have a quad 2 win yet. I think it's all been quad 3, quad 4. So this is one of their first ones where they need to really take advantage of a quad 1, quad 2 win, especially for the net. So I think they definitely step up and get this one. So
give me Florida State. Louisville. Now Louisville's hitting the road. They're off the Kentucky game where they were in that. Yeah, yep. Give me FSU.
Yep. So I'm on Florida State. I don't even care about the 1.5, whatever it is.
So they were laying or catching 1.5?
They were catching 1.5. So I got it's plus 105 is what I have. See on the money line. FanDuel or DraftKings hasn't released the money line, but ESPN bet has plus 105 for the money line.
Yeah, just give me the fucking money line.
Fuck the points. We don't need them.
1.5? No, if it lands on 1, I'll just hate myself, but it is what it is.
It's okay. I'll hate myself too.
All right, and then what there was, I think there was one other one in this window. Could be wrong.
Let's talk about High Point, Southern Illinois. I like that game.
Southern Illinois. Hit me. What you got?
Oh, I just like the game. It's in Carbondale. I don't have a line on it, so I don't know. Don't have a good feel on it, but High Point.
High Point laying 3.5.
Call me crazy, but I like Southern Illinois.
Yeah, as I say, what has High Point done to deserve being a favorite? They beat North Texas, but other than that, who have you beaten? What's the impressive win?
And they beat North Texas. They beat North Texas at home.
Yeah. Hit the road.
Now they got to go to Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois just beat Austin Peay. Bradley smoked them at home. This is their last game. Obviously before conference or the break, but High Point just hasn't impressed me this year. 6-point win against App State on a neutral. I mean, you beat North Texas good. UNCG, you lost on the road. Hampton, you beat by 3. Old Dominion, you beat by 6. Missouri State beat you. American by 7. Yeah, now you're going to hit the road. I mean, you're 0-1 on the road. Your neutral wins are barely wins, too. Now you're going to hit the – Southern Illinois is going to win this game outright.
That's what I think. The only thing that keeps me or makes me worried about it is they're 67% from the free throw line, almost like 300th in the country.
I mean, so was Cincy tonight too, and they beat Dayton.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think that kind of the angle on that for me is, they're at home. I feel like when you're at home, you shoot free throws better. On the road,
we can look this up right now.
On the road, you can actually, you could really emphasize the free throw percentage, but I think at home you tend to shoot better.
Southern Illinois. Fun fact: they shoot 64% at home, 69% on the road.
So totally opposite of what I just said. So
how does that make sense?
Don't fucking believe me. Anything I say.
How does that make any sense?
It doesn't.
Whatever.
Southern Illinois is a pretty good offensive rebounding team too, and High Point is not a very good defensive rebounding team. I think that they can take advantage on the glass as well. That was another angle I kind of wanted to talk about.
Southern Illinois they've got blown out one time, and that was against Bradley. I mean, they went to Oklahoma State, lost by 7. Charleston lost by 10. I mean, Florida, okay, everyone gets blown up by Florida. La Tech, they took to overtime, lost by 6. I like Southern Illinois in this one. I think they're going to win this game outright.
Yeah. What I probably will do is take Southern Illinois minus or plus the 3. And then if we, at the end, we do a money line dog parlay, I'm going to put that in there. That's probably going to be my angle. Just because of the free throws, if for some reason they're up by 1 or some bullshit and they miss a free throw, and then High Point hits a buzzer beater or something, it covers us on that.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I'm going to do.
I'm not seeing it on DraftKings, but we can find it. Oh, it's tomorrow? Oh, shit. All right, there's a game we're going to make a lot of money off of later, I can already tell you. All right, Boston University, UMass Lowell. BU. Coming off a loss.
Anybody in the chat, we appreciate you in the chat. Drop some more games that you guys like or have any insight, intel, feelings, gut feelings, anything like that.
Drop it.
Always love to.
Looks like we're bad. Hasty, were you just saying the line, or is that what you?
Yeah, no, he was just saying the line.
Oh, okay. All right. In UMass Lowell beat Stonehill by 11, Dartmouth by 9, LIU by 7. Big game Massachusetts, they won by 13. What is Boston catching?
I don't have a line.
Boston. It's catching 8?
Damn.
7.5. MGM.
UMass Lowell's good at home.
They are, but I mean, the last 3 home games, 7, 9, and they beat Stonehill by 11.
Yeah.
But Boston's better than Stonehill.
Yeah. I mean, I think Boston's better than Stonehill, Dartmouth, and LIU, all of which they've played. Those are the last 3 home games.
Lowell at home, St. Peter's 7-point win. Quinnipiac, 10-point win. Merrimack, 7-point win. 7, 9, 11. They don't blow teams out. You're going to give me 8 points? I know Boston's not amazing, but I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, they went. It is an interstate game, too.
They lost to Merrimack. Boston lost to Merrimack by 3.
On the road.
On the road. And then what? Lowell beat Merrimack by 7 at home.
I don't know. I think it's too many points for Lowell. They just don't pound teams, and 8 is like not terrible. Denser, we covered.
Just put whatever in, and we can let you know. We've kind of jumped around a little bit.
Game, I don't think we covered much on the later slate.
We
We kind of moved back to Louisville, Florida State. What was the other? Southern Illinois game.
I would say anything between 2 and 8 we probably haven't covered yet.
Yeah.
2 and 7 we haven't covered yet.
Yeah, I'm going to write down Boston on this one. I think it's too many points.
Yeah, I like that.
Will I bet it? I'm not 100% sure, but feels like a lot of points.
What's your before we move on? What's your soccer play? One soccer play for tomorrow.
I don't have it. I just tailed Dan told. That was all.
No. What is it?
I don't know. He hasn't.
Oh, you haven't told one today?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Usually goes over him at night, so he might have one tonight. UT Arlington heads to Liberty.
God. Sorry, I just saw the line for the Canisius Bradley game.
Oh, Lord.
That's a lot of points. 25.5. That's kind of what I was expecting, but Bradley just coming off that hard game against San Francisco.
Yeah.
And then,
Yes, we did talk Rutgers. I'm kind of fading them off of the buzzer beater. I'm not betting the game, but if I had to, I would take Princeton.
And I would do this reverse. We'd be battling if we bet it. I just under 2 possessions in the rack. I'm not going to fade the rack.
Intercity
I
game too. Both in Jersey.
I think I did say about the over as well. I had mentioned if you like Princeton, I feel like if I like Princeton, I would like the over better because if you think that Princeton can cover the 5.5 or close around to that 5.5 number, I think it goes over then.
Yeah, 5.5 does suck. Brutal number. I wish they were laying like 7.5 something, so you know it's a smash spot. But 5.5 feels like they win by what, 3 or 4 maybe.
Yeah.
I kind of get that feeling from that game, but it's tough to fade the rack, so I'm not betting it. But gun to my head, that's what I would choose. All right, UT Arlington heads to Liberty. UTA off of back-to-back wins, ULM and Evansville. No problem, Hasty. Anytime, buddy. They head to – what is the spread, first of all, if you have it? But KenPom's got it 11.
UT Arlington. What time's that game? Oh, I got it. I don't have a spread.
No spread? All right, I'll look.
11? Or is that what KenPom has?
On KenPom, it's got 11.
Damn.
I'm seeing 9.5.
That seems a tad too high. First impression of hearing the number, it just seems a tad too high.
Arlington's been all right on the road. I mean, that USC game that they blew, 10-point loss at Missouri State. I mean, Arkansas got them. Arkansas State got them by – oh, no, that was a 4-point game also. 5-point loss to Rhode Island on a neutral.
I've watched Liberty quite often this year. They play really slow. They played at K-State. They were in the Virgin Island tournament with K-State. They ended up getting us by 2 at the end, and they played McNeese in the championship. But they play really slow. Anything over 10 seems – yeah. Anything over 10 seems a bit too much for me. I kind of like UT Arlington.
I'm with you. I like UTA. I mean, North Carolina A&T, they won by 9 at home. McNeese, neutral.
Yeah, that'd be in Virgin Islands. K-State was Virgin Islands.
They've played 2 home games, and it's been Mississippi Valley State and North Carolina A&T.
Yeah, and they gave up like 50-some points to Mississippi Valley State. It was like the most Mississippi Valley State scored all year.
So the last 4 games, a D2 school, Mississippi Valley, North Carolina A&T, D2 school.
Yeah.
Give me UTA. They're going to hang in this game. Arlington doesn't get blown out on the road. Liberty plays slow. They can't shoot free throws.
Yeah, I mean, you go to Arkansas State, you only lose by 4, and then
that was a neutral, but I mean,
that was a neutral.
Still,
and then Liberty, though, Liberty at home, and they only beat NCAA by 9.
Everyone blows on Mississippi Valley, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm not even going to look at that, but I think UTA is significantly better than NCAA.
Yeah, and the 3-point defense. I mean, they're one of the best 3-point limiting points from outside in the country, where Liberty likes to get 27% of their 40% of their points almost from 3. UTA is going to hang in this game. I think they're going to make it a game.
Yeah, I agree.
They might even be live potentially. This is a real step up for Liberty that they haven't seen in 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, the last time that they got McNeese State, probably that's probably their last.
Yep. I might sprinkle money line with this, but I'll be on that 9.
And you said 9.5, something like that.
Yeah, I'm seeing 9.5. Just depends where MGM I believe is. Where was this? Yeah, 9.5 on MGM, 9 on DraftKings.
Yeah,
9 on Caesars, 9. Yeah,
I like that. I know I've told you before, but I was telling where's Nicholls State? Well, we need them. No, I know I've told you before, but anybody in the chat, it's kind of what I kind of do is when I'm looking at I'm going through all the games, scrolling through, even if they don't have a line, I just kind of see what stands out to me. What I see.
Yeah.
That UTA line or the game itself stood out to me, and the fact that I'm getting 9.5. That's I like that.
I see a juice 9 on Liberty, so this may pop.
Pop up.
Generally with dogs, it's nice to wait a little bit because favorite money will come in and potentially push it up a half point.
Especially on an 11-1 team at home.
Yeah. UC Irvine, the Anteaters are heading to Duquesne. I believe this is their last non-con game.
Yes, it is. And fuck UC Irvine for putting up 67 points against Belmont in the second half.
I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep a little bit, took a little nap, woke up, and I was like, wait a minute, they lost? 67 fucking points? Are you kidding me?
How does that even happen?
Dude, they lost 8 or something, and they were up, and Belmont was up 4 under 4 minutes.
Oh, I was watching. It was like under 3 minutes. They were still up by 4. And then all of a sudden they're down by 9. Like you blinked. I didn't even know UC Irvine could put up 67 points, let alone a half.
What about I like Irvine. I'd lay it with them. Close out non-con strong, shoot free throws. You're going to get sent to the line a lot against Duquesne.
6.5.
The Irvine defense, they're going to force some turnovers. It's a matter of hanging on to the ball a little bit, but I mean, you got the best free throw shooting team in the country in Irvine, who's going up against a team that sends you to the line for a lot, versus a Duquesne team that shoots 63% from the free throw line. They're literally almost opposite in the country. 343 versus number 1 in free throw shooting. That's fucking crazy. That might be like the biggest discrepancy of the year, to be honest.
Yeah.
They like to shoot threes. Duquesne does. They're not going to get it. Inside's going to be Irvine. Rebounding is going to be Irvine.
Is this at Duquesne?
Yep.
Is that the UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse? That's their
UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse. All right.
All right.
Here's my other angle. What about an under? Irvine just drops 67.5. Comeback win. Put up 92. Duquesne struggles to score anyway. Like they're like 65, 56. Put up 80 on Delaware, 59, 67, 59, 60, 74, 58, 68, 72. Those are the first 2 games of the year, like arguably 2 of their biggest scoring games.
If I were I'm proud. If I'm going to bet this, I'm betting UC Irvine.
All right.
I'm with Mason. Duquesne is ass. And if anything, like, just if you tell me, hey, you could bet UC Irvine minus 6.5, or you could bet the under, what, 130?
134.
I'd be like, give me the 6.5. I think I favor that more than the under. And that's not even that I hate the under. It's just, I think that UC Irvine comes to play. It's a business trip. They already took care of the most important one. I don't think they're going to forget about this one.
No, I'm with you. I hate betting totals, but I really like this under in this game.
Yeah, I'm seeing a 133 juice to the under. So if you see a 134, that'd be a good.
Getting a better number. Yep, I wrote them both down. I'll see what.
Yeah, what's the Mason said the Duquesne team total under would be? What's that?
That is a good look.
That might be might be a good look as well.
Duquesne is sitting at 63.5.
I don't mind
That's
that.
not a terrible look, dude.
I could see it being like a 72-57 game. That's kind of. I could see it like 72-57. That's kind of my score prediction.
Damn, I might have 3 bets in this fucking game.
What 72-57? That would be 129.
129. Yep. Yeah. So you get the cover, the under, and the under. Yeah, that seems far more. I mean, Duquesne just can't score. Now you're going to go against probably one of the best, if not the best defense they've seen this year.
Yeah.
And you can't shoot free throws anyway. And Irvine is good at defending the 3 where they like to get a lot of their points.
And Irvine doesn't even send people to the line very much.
No. And Duquesne plays slow already. And not to mention on defense, Duquesne makes you work too. So it could just be some longer possessions and potential bad shots.
Yeah. And both of them don't shoot the 3 very well. So that bodes well for your under if they're not shooting 3s very well. Those 3s can kill you.
I like it. I like this game. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I like all those angles, really. It might be a 3-bet, the trifecta.
Yeah, that would be
almost like your double trouble you did today, you sneaky fucker, with Jacksonville State under.
Dude,
and
that was an accident. That was a fucking accident. I bet the under. Thought I had gotten duped on some injury news. Swore I cashed out. Like I clicked on it, and then I was like, I bet Jacksonville State +7 at kickoff. And then I go back, like, I don't know, second quarter, something, look, and both are sitting in my slips. I'm like, oh, fuck. We're down 27-7. This over's about to fucking cruise. I was like, I am so fucked.
And you fucking
I miracle slipped that and the fucking Valpo game at work. I was like, oh, my God.
All of them.
Amazing.
That's like when you bet Virginia Tech that one night.
Oh, yeah. That was amazing too.
You're like, I didn't realize that Virginia Tech.
Shout out fucking Vatek. I love when it works out.
What is this? So
Asheville Wilmington?
I love that. And I love another one at the 1 p.m. So yeah, let's go with Asheville Wilmington. Yeah.
No, we can talk your game. We just talked a couple of mine.
The one. So I like East Tennessee State against UMKC. UMKC off the big ass road win against Wichita State. Not necessarily a home or an in-state battle, but damn near an in-state battle with Kansas City and Wichita State. They just rolled Wichita State by like 14 at home. And East Tennessee State's coming into Kansas City, laying 2.5. I like East Tennessee State to cover that.
East Tennessee is laying 2.5.
That's what I got. Yep.
2.5, and this is a 4-point projection. All right. So nothing serious there.
Oh, Mason's gonna battle me because they just fucked up Elon, which they did fuck up Elon.
They did.
And I guess
East Tennessee defends the 3 really well. It's where UMKC butters their bread.
I mean, you could also do the whole, common opponent thing. ETSU lost to Wichita State by 9 at Wichita State, and UMKC won by 14 at Wichita State.
As a 14-point dog.
But then my counterpoint is, why the hell are they laying 2.5 then?
Very fair.
So I will battle Mason.
It's a very
Give
fair
the 2.5.
We'll say Mason is right. UMKC is playing better. They were projected atop of their division, the Summit. They were projected up there in the beginning of the year, and then they just shit the bed.
I wish I wasn't down here in Wichita, or else I'd go to this game. This would have been a fun game to head over to. It's only about 25 minutes away from my house, so not terrible. I usually try to catch a couple of the UMKC games every year when I can, when K-State's not playing on the same day. But that just stood out to me. I was just kind of, why the hell is East Tennessee State laying 2.5? It's one of those ones where I'm like, why the hell is this happening? Well, I'm going to lay it then.
Fair. Are you and Mason going to be battling on this one?
I think so. He said battle, so let's battle.
Put them up. All right. Y'all are battling. Made the best team win in that one. We did skip over one. I just saw this. FAU is heading to Michigan State in the 1 o'clock / 2 o'clock window. Michigan State's laying 13. It's the exact KenPom spread. Michigan State is starting to shoot the 3 better, which is where fucking FAU gets destroyed. Hey, there we go. Hey, he loves the trifecta. Maybe a little same game parlay, a little sprinklage on that bad boy. That might be fun. Oh, is that up yet? Can I try that? Can I try that? 6.5.
They did shoot the ball well against Nebraska.
And the under. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, he can't fire it up on DraftKings. So I was going to see if we could. I don't have Prop Builder up yet, either offshore, so I'm unable to try this. Yeah, I'd be willing to try. Mason thinks FAU is fraudulent, but no bet. Hey, buddy, I'm an FAU guy. You better watch your tongue.
Yeah, have you seen his profile picture?
Yeah, man, it's I got a picture with John L. Davis, signed my jersey, no big deal. But no, you are right. They are definitely not as good as they have been. They're definitely living off of their name still. I think they're getting better, but they still struggle. And another one here, Michigan State has really gotten good with behind the arc the last 2-3 games. FAU 40% 3-point percentage shooting wise from outside. They're giving up 39% from deep. That's 17th most in the country. They've got the size inside to battle with what the hell is that kid's name? Volkietitis. That I don't even know what nationality is, but he's been good. Trey Carroll too, but man, just it scares me how well Michigan State's been shooting the ball and how big this spread is. But man, I think I would honestly lay it with Michigan State, to be honest. Like they've just been shooting a lot better. They're playing a lot better. I mean, you beat Oakland. I mean, it's Oakland, but smoked Nebraska at home, smoked Minnesota, and all after the Maui trip. In that North Carolina game, they shot 4-16 from 3, so that wasn't it. But they came back to Minnesota, shot 11 of 22, followed it up against Nebraska, shot 9 of 23 from beyond the arc. And then against Oakland, they shot 6 of 17. So, I mean, they're figuring it out. They're figuring it out. They're starting to shoot it more. And FAU can definitely get dismantled from beyond the arc. So, I think I would I'd have to lay it with Michigan State. And the rebounding advantage will be Michigan State inside too. I mean, Not to mention the fouls, like the guys down low, that Volkietitis kid does foul a decent amount, so could be trouble for him down low. He could be sitting a lot, which would leave Trey Carroll down low, who's 6'7", going against Kohler, who's 6'10", or 6'11", I'm sorry. So, yeah. And Carson Cooper is 6'11", too. So, I think I would lay it with Michigan State here. I'm going to write it down because it does intrigue me, solely because of how bad FAU is beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's a stay away for me. I think I'm not gonna touch it. At 12.5, I'm seeing 13.5 now on my end.
So it's going up.
At 12.5, 13.5, that's just a number that I tend to not mess with unless I really like the dog. Usually, it seems to me like I never really take a favorite around that 12.5, 13.5. Just never do. But
oh, how did we miss this? James Madison at South Alabama. Oof. JMU off the Wake Forest loss. South Alabama. They gave TCU hell. They gave TCU hell. They almost won that game outright, regardless of the final score. They had it like tied under 4 minutes.
Yeah, no, they played really well, especially with it being a back-to-back.
Yeah. JMU could really light them up from three. 34th most threes shot a game. South Alabama gives up the most threes on defense, and they also give up the most points beyond the arc, 56%. JMU 41.4. That's 13th in the country. They could fucking light them up from three.
JMU is also coming off that kind of embarrassing, I wouldn't say embarrassing loss because it's a power forward, but embarrassing loss in terms of them of that Wake Forest 17-point loss.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't won a road game. Lost at Norfolk, lost at Towson, and then lost at Wake Forest. South Alabama, that was a max effort against TCU. That was a max effort. Like, they gave it their all. They were in that game. So this could just be a letdown. Just
first Sun Belt game?
First Sun Belt game?
I think it is.
I believe so. Yeah, because they played Conference USA. That was a swag.
First Sun Belt game. So let's see. They played back-to-back, and then they had how many days off? Only a couple?
Who?
South Alabama.
South Alabama.
Back-to-back. I had a couple days off.
4 full days.
I pick them. I kind of like James Madison. You have a line.
I like James Madison too.
Do you have a different line than that?
Yeah. Let me look.
All I've got
James Madison's catching 1. This is offshore though, so I can.
All I've got on mine is I don't have a line. I just pick them minus 110 each way.
Not unabated yet, so I do not know. But yeah, they are catching 1. So I like James Madison. JMU.
Yeah. South Alabama does a good job of taking care of the ball. But James Madison doesn't really tend to force turnovers, or that's not kind of a big part of their game. So I think that it's kind of a wash. Sometimes I like to look at that. I like to look at, if a team is really good at taking care of the ball, if somebody likes to take the ball away, that can be, a difference. But the fact that James Madison doesn't really take the ball away, I think doesn't really, make a difference in that game.
Yeah, I get it, Mason. That was a bad game against Alcorn, but I mean, they followed up with that TCU game, and they had them down to damn near the wire. So I think it's a little bit of a emotional letdown spot. You guys almost beat TCU. Now you come home, got to start conference play. James Madison just got, not like he said, like not embarrassed, but I mean, like you lost by almost 20 points.
Yeah, you're a proud program, proud mid-major. You shouldn't be losing by 17 to Wake Forest.
Yeah,
or that's what they think.
And James Madison can defend the 3. South Alabama shoot a lot, gets a lot of points from there, but James Madison, one of the best in the country at not giving you points. 3. So I like JMU in that one. Give me the 1. I think they win it. Yeah. Well, obviously catching 1 point. Obviously, I think they win outright.
last year, what was the score? If you had to guess.
Probably JMU by 15.
JMU by 34, 89-55. Totally different team, but
Yeah.
still.
Fair.
Yeah, no, I like JMU in this spot. I feel like, with conference play, first conference game, both teams are going to be looking to make a statement. I think JMU is a better team overall.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they are by far the better team. They got the better defense, and they can hold them to 3, which South Alabama is unable to do. So,
who dat?
And the fact that it's a
747.
low total, I know they both play slow, but I feel like South Alabama struggles to score in this one overall. So, give me the Dukes at South Alabama tomorrow. Here's another one. Houston hosts Corpus Christi. Team total under. Team total under. You can lay it. I don't hate that, but Houston just fucks up these. I'm not even seeing a line on FanDuel yet.
I don't have any line either.
But yeah, I mean, Corpus
They played
Christi,
last year. Houston won by 32. Juwan Roberts might be out. Emmanuel Sharp might be out. Those are the only two that I would only caveats to this. He left the game against Toledo on Wednesday. And that's a big score for them. Sharp is one of those guys that he's one of the only few that can score the ball for Houston as they struggle to score.
Yeah, Corpus Christi only 31 points a game on the road.
Yeah, that makes me.
I mean, first half.
Yeah, you do the first half under on that?
Yeah, Houston clamps on these fucking dog shit teams at home. Like they clamp down.
Yeah, full game or just first half?
I don't hate the full game either, but the first half, the second half, they kind of take the foot off the gas a little bit defensively.
Yeah, well, hard not to when you're up by fucking 30.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Houston, they give up 45 a game at home, which is still first in the country. But you look at their first half scoring defense, it's ridiculous. They give up 17.8 at home. 17.8. Like they just clamp you down. Like I always fade those teams going into Houston.
I also think
I don't, but these non-cons, absolutely.
Also with Juwan Roberts being out, possibly out, and Emmanuel Sharp being possibly out. If Emmanuel Sharp's being out, I like the team total under 2 because that just means that they're going to have to focus more on the defensive side of the ball because he's one of their primary scorers. So if they can't score, they're going to definitely want to make sure that they take care of things defensively.
Yes, Houston. This is a 23-point line. What's the line on this one, Mason? I don't see it on DraftKings where I usually look. So,
and then who dat 747. Best 2 that I see so far that we've seen talking through for me is Florida State money line and Chattanooga plus 14.5 so far.
It's 28.5 on FanDuel, open 27. Yeah, it's a system play. So at Houston, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, that was the one.
I'll just write down minus 28.5. Thanks for the reminder, dude. Appreciate that. What
was the?
He said 28.5 on FanDuel right now, open 27.5. So,
and what would KenPom have it at?
KenPom had it at 23. So that was 4.5 points extra. So,
perfect
system. If I had to pick my favorite 2, well, I'd have to go with the system. We're gonna go Northern Kentucky minus 7.5 and Houston minus 28.5. But those are just.
So there's 4 for you.
Yep. My personal favorite play would have to be UT Arlington plus 9.
I like that one too. Yep, I looked at that one too.
I think they're live in that game to win. So
yeah, I honestly think we wanted a spicy live play, I think Chattanooga could be live against Indiana. I feel like it's a hangover letdown squad. Everybody got up.
Line, maybe?
First half money line. That's what I said. That's how I'm attacking it. I'm attacking it with I'm doing Chattanooga plus 14.5 full game, and then I'm going to do probably half a unit on Chattanooga first half money line because I agree they could fade at the end.
All right, who that's riding with us? Appreciate you, dude. I don't know when are there more games? What we got? Sunday. We're not going to do Monday. Ooh, 3 games. Yeah, so we might not be back until next. Shit, we might not be back for a week after this, roughly. Maybe
we should do a.
But
we
I'll
should
be
do it.
hammed.
We should do like a Diamond Head Classic, just for fun.
Yeah. Wasn't there a fucking like tournament in not Maui, but wasn't there like a Hawaii?
It's in Hawaii. Yeah, it's the Diamond Head Classic. It'll be there. It'll pop up. You'll see it. It's not there yet, but that's the action that we'll get on between the 23rd and the 27th.
All right, then yeah, maybe we'll run something.
But we could do something fun. Maybe at like the very beginning we could talk about it. Maybe they'll do some features or something on an offshore book.
Yeah. Denser, favorite money line plays. I'll give you 2. I'll give you a little yapper. Southern Illinois plus 3.5. I like them on the money line. I think they're going to beat. Who are they playing again? So many games.
Southern Illinois, High Point.
High Point. I think they'll beat High Point at home. And then if I had to take a bigger dog, UT Arlington money line. I think they can. They can get. I'm drawing a blank on all these fucking Liberty. I think they can get Liberty. Liberty plays too slow, doesn't blow out teams. Arlington's played feisty.
Is he wanting like some small favorites? Is that what he's wanting? Is that what he's trying to put a small parlay together? Or is he talking about like money line dog like we'll do at the end?
Yeah, we'll do one at the end, but if you're gonna want my favorite one, Southern Illinois money line is my number 1 favorite money line play tomorrow.
Oh yeah, he said favorites. He said favorites. We can do that too. We can do a favorites parlay too. I'll write it out just so I don't forget.
Yep.
Favorites parlay and then dog parlay.
Fuck. I'm not betting all these, but goddamn, I've got a lot on my goddamn sheet today.
Is what it is. Yeah,
we're good. Flip this fucker over. And I said this slate sucks. Yeah, let's get back to this. Getting into
let's
it
go.
Later.
Let's talk about the. Hold on 1 second. I wanted to talk about this one. UNC Asheville, UNC Wilmington.
Yes. Thanks for.
I love the interstate battles.
Asheville heads to Wilmington.
I don't have a line on this. I will say I do know Wilmington fucked them up last year. I think it was like 15-point game, something like that.
Let me look on FanDuel. Unabated is not popping up anything. 6.5. Thank you. I'm assuming Wilmington's laying the 6.5. Would be my guess.
I would assume.
Yep. All right. So bust this bad boy out. Asheville off of the 54-point win over Virginia Lynchburg. Yeah, they've been at home five straight games. Now they hit the road for an interstate game.
How far is that? Does anybody know? Asheville to Wilmington?
I can pull it up on my Google Maps here. Can't be that far.
I mean, North Carolina's not that big.
Wilmington, North Carolina. 2. I want to make a fucking route. How do I do that? Why is it so hard? Do I have to go to MapQuest? Fuck it, I'll go to MapQuest.
I got it. We're good. I'll put it in. I got it right now. UNC Asheville. UNC Wilmington. It is. Oh shit! It's actually a far drive. 5 hours and 25 minutes.
5. Well, they must be opposite ends of the state then.
Literally opposite ends. So Wilmington is on the coast, literally like right by on the coast, and Asheville is up in the mountains,
Okay.
like damn near right by Tennessee.
I'm not a fan that Asheville has to hit the road after being at home 5 straight games, 3 of them against D2s, Western Carolina and North Florida. They beat North Florida by 14, Western Carolina by 17. They hit the road against Mason, lost by 22. They lost to Central Arkansas on the road in double overtime by 9. Beat North Florida. So, they swept North Florida. That's right. And then Alabama and Ohio beat them on the road. So, I mean, I'm not going to really hold much against them for Alabama there, but Ohio beat them by 6. Now you're hitting the road. Wilmington gets to the line a lot. They're going to give you a lot of free throw attempts.
I like Asheville, or I like Wilmington. I like the Skyhawks.
Yeah, the Skyhawks have been good. I mean, they just beat Florida Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
They've lost one home game, and that was to Colgate, which back in November.
That's surprising to me that they lost that game.
Yeah,
with how athletic they are.
Yeah.
Like Staples versus athletes.
Yeah.
That was a very surprising game. That's probably of their whole schedule so far. That's like the most surprising result. I mean,
I think the fact that Asheville's got to hit the road after 5 games and not the strongest competition other than North Florida, who that was a get-up game, so they didn't get upset at their own gym after beating them, North Florida, on the road. I think Wilmington will be able to get up for this game. I mean, this is a big game. They can shoot free throws. Wilmington can't. I mean, their interior defense isn't terrible, not great, but I mean, Wilmington doesn't turn over the ball. They rebound well. They shoot free throws really well. It's just that's the majority of their points come at the free throw line. They're 291 in points from 3, 249 inside the arc points, 4th in the country at free throw line points.
Yeah, I like Wilmington. You said 8.5.
The fact that it's not 5.5, 6.5.
Yeah. Oh, it's 6.5.
Yeah. The fact that it's not 5.5, I like.
Yeah. No, I like Wilmington in this spot. I think they win by 10.
Yeah. I'll write it
down. I'm with you. I'm writing it down, but I'm not going to pull the trigger right away.
Next. Those are ass talked about it. Here we go. 3 o'clock. UCLA, North Carolina. This is in MSG.
It is. Yes, I was gonna let you know. What up, Huff?
Glad to see you. Sorry about tonight, man. They didn't give up that fucking 98-yard run. We have potential.
Sorry, I'm on Chattanooga plus 14.5 tomorrow, but sorry about your Hoosiers.
Hey, you guys made it. My Badgers didn't even go bowling, so.
Yeah. K-State went bowling. About it.
If you want to hop in, Huff, just let me know. I can send you the link. But otherwise, we're at UCLA, North Carolina right now. Gonna grab a beer.
Yeah. So UCLA, North Carolina. I am on UCLA. 1.5. Looks like they're laying 1.5 on my end. I have right now UNC auto fade to me. So I'm going to just keep betting against UNC. I had bet UNC against Florida, and they did not take care of business. So I'm just going to basically auto fade North Carolina until they prove to me otherwise. I think UCLA defense is better. I know the only hesitation I have is UCLA traveling west all the way east. That'd be my only hesitation with pulling the trigger. But with this being such a short line, 1.5, they've had 4 days to travel. So they've been done with finals. I feel like they've been able to. They probably already have been there for a couple days now, maybe a day. So they're getting accustomed. I don't think it's a typical travel spot where it's a rush going all the way to MSG. And the fact that it's at 2 p.m. That's kind of that'd be 3 p.m. MSG time, so 3 p.m. Carolina time. So that'd be, 2, 1, 12, 11. So not too early. It's not like an 11.
4 hours behind on the. So
it'd be like an 11 tip.
Yeah.
11 or 12 tip. So I like UCLA. I think they're a lot better team. I know UNC is due, but they've been due.
Yeah.
And they haven't done it. So I'm on UCLA.
Yeah. You said it perfectly. Well, UNC's been due. I mean, that line against Florida was scrappy. They didn't even cover that. They blew a nice lead in that. UCLA plays defense, and their offense isn't bad either. They force turnovers, defend the 3 where UNC likes to take shots, but they just don't make them. They're not going to send you to the line for a whole bunch of points. Interior, they're great. They got the size advantage. I like Cronin over Hubert too. I'm going to ride with UCLA on this one. And if North Carolina gets the win, so be it. Their lines have been kind of trappy for a little while and just nothing happens. They're just a bad team, but they're getting respect because of their name.
I also like the under 150.5.
Yes. MSG, NBA arena, lights, backdrops.
And that's just, usually that's like me thinking of 2 teams that score at a high level. UCLA is like one of the slowest paced teams. I mean, they've always been one of the slowest paced teams here the last, 4 or 5 years. I think they're like 275th in pace now is what I'm seeing, which is a great clash in styles with North Carolina versus them. But the other thing you got to look at is UCLA's first overall in defensive rating in the nation. I think them being able to slow down North Carolina, but then also being very slow and deliberate on offense is gonna put this below the 150. I think 150 is a little bit too high. I could see something like in the 70 to 66 range as a final.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't mind that under either. But I like UCLA. If North Carolina is going to win one eventually, congratulations, you finally did it. But no, give me UCLA in this one. Defense, Mick Cronin. That team's just better. I mean, they went on the road to Oregon, pulled it out,
got lucky.
Yeah, they still found a way. A way. But
they did.
Yeah,
they were in it. They were in it to get lucky. That's what I always say when people are like, "Oh, you got lucky." Well, you weren't lucky the whole game.
Yep.
That one shot was lucky, but you were in it. So.
Yep. So it's just a matter of the final score, and I think UCLA is going to pull this out. I'll lay the 1.5. If they win by 1, then fucking so be it. But I'm not going to lay an extra 20 cents for 1 point. A difference here, so I'll take the 1.5 with UCLA. Go Bruins! Roar! Shout out Bill Walton. What do we got next? I saw someone talking about Coastal. I think Mason was talking. Coastal Arkansas State. Yep, he was talking about this. 3 o'clock. I think Arkansas State's getting way too much respect. Yeah, I mean they just beat Memphis, and then they followed it up Arlington by 4 and beat UAB on the in overtime. What's the spread for the right here? Nope.
16.5. I gotta plug in my computer.
It's 15.5. I see in DraftKings, so it may have changed, but Yeah, Coastal can defend the three. The problem is the free throws. Arkansas State likes to get to the line, get points. Coastal gives up a shit ton, but Arkansas falls too. I mean, they're decent, but man, I'm with him. This feels like too much respect. I mean,
I agree. 16.5 is a lot of points, especially
Jackson
the date.
State. What's that? Sorry.
Especially the game before. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
especially the game before going into a break, and you're laying 16.5. I always tend to feel like it's more of a sleepy spot for the home team because they're like already at home. They're like, all right, let's go. It's time to go home.
Yeah. They've kind of played to their competition. Memphis beat them. UAB beat them. Hofstra lost by 2. Rice, that was a 8-point loss. But Stephen F. Austin, 10-point home win. Littlecock, 17 early in the season. But Jackson State, 2 points. Arlington, 4. I mean, they just play to their competition where they're always close games. They've had one blowout win, and that was Little Rock. Third game of the season, November 12th. So it feels like a little too much. I'm with you, Mason. I'll write this down.
Yeah, and
give me Coastal plus 15.5.
Even the blowout win. I mean, I'm seeing 16.5, and even the blowout win to Little Rock, that's a 17-point win. You'd be getting hooked on that. So that's saying, one missed free throw. So the fact that they're laying their biggest number all year, pretty much. Yeah, I like Coastal. I know Coastal's ass, but it's not like we're asking Coastal to win.
I mean, they lost at 12 at NC State. Lost by 4 at East Carolina. Jacksonville State busted them up, but that was home. I mean, other than that, they've dismantled teams or they've played it to within 7 points. 12 at NC State. So I'm with you. 15.5 seems a little too much. A little too much respect for that Memphis win yet.
I agree. Was that their last win, or was that their last game? Was the Memphis win?
No, they played
UAB.
in.
Yes. No, we're doing it. That's the game they came back from fucking 30.
Oh shit!
They were down by 30. We're betting Coastal.
Lock it the fuck up.
You literally, what was that? I gotta look it up now. I'm pretty sure they were down by 20-something at half.
Good God.
Yeah, down by 25 at half. I think it ended up getting up to 28, and they came back and tied it up.
That's ridiculous.
Yep, I like the Coastal for sure. I go off of that.
Yeah, Mason said 27 second half.
Yeah.
Buffer, we need your opinion on Pepperdine tomorrow. UC Davis is heading to Pepperdine.
Nobody goes into Zoe 101 and gets a dub.
Except for
Long Beach State.
This is another Cali team, so potentially.
He's hammered, he said. Is he saying hammered? Is he saying hammered, y'all? Like,
no,
he's hammered,
he was at
or
a bar
is he saying you're going to the Pepperdine? We need to hammer Pepperdine. That's what I'm taking.
I think he's saying he's hammered from that IU game at the bar.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Air Force and Boise State. Does that interest you?
No.
Me neither. Here we go. A little Big Ten Illinois rivalry. I bet Mason said he bet UC Davis, but don't love it. Yeah, I mean, what's the spread on this act?
1.5.
1.5. UC Davis is good.
They are good. But in honor of Huffer, ooh, I see you standing there with you.
Zoe 101. Here we go. DePaul Northwestern, little Illinois Big Ten, Big East rivalry.
Yeah, for the longest time, I didn't realize that Northwestern was so close, was right there. in Chicago. Like these teams are like 30, 45 minutes away from each other.
Yeah, they're fucking close. Trying to find this on.
Speaking of Northwestern, though, shout out to my guy Ty Berry. He is from Newton, Kansas, which is
Is
about
he?
15 minutes away from where I grew up. My uncle actually coached basketball there, but then he left Newton. But so he wasn't there when Ty Berry was there. But
Damn.
About 15 minutes away from me, he was really good in high school.
Fun fact, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing this Northwestern DePaul.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is. What do we got? FanDuel 6.5. There's no way. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say it says DraftKings has is 1.5, but yeah, no 6.5. No, it was a typo here. 6.5 to 7 for Northwestern is the consensus.
What's I know you can get this. What's the defensive rating for Northwestern defending threes?
Defending threes, 72nd in the country, allowing 30.4%. Total points, 207th in the country, getting 30.6% up.
Yeah.
So you want a higher number in that category. So they're above average.
Yeah, I think that's the sign. I mean, if DePaul is going to stay in this and keep it anywhere close to 6.5, they're going to have to shoot the three well. But the fact that Northwestern is able to defend the three well tells me that probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
But again,
that's over too.
Yeah, that 5.5, 6.5 though. If I really like it, I like the 6.5. But I don't know. It's hard because DePaul can get hot from three and keep this close or even win it. Especially because Northwestern this year that I've seen, they've struggled sometimes of scoring points. And so if Northwestern struggles scoring points, they go on a 2 or 3 minute drought, or you get a bucket or two, here over like 4 minutes, and then all of a sudden DePaul hits 2 threes, and they've tied up the scoring off of 2 threes that Northwestern's had in the last 5 minutes. I mean,
yeah,
I'm just not going to bet it either way.
I would like the under. If anyone has an under, like
I have no lines on that one. So.
Yeah, I have to refresh this, and that's just a pain. If anyone has it up, that don't hate the under. It's going to be both play slow for the most part. I mean, DePaul turns it over a lot. Northwestern defends a 3. DePaul can't shoot free throws. DePaul won't send you to the line free throw wise. So I don't hate an under potentially, but still scary. I mean, like you said, DePaul can get hot, but Northwestern's good. They don't lose at home. I mean, they beat Illinois by 4 in overtime. Followed it up with a Georgia Tech win by 11. So I mean, they weren't thrown off. They lost by 1 at Iowa, 2 to Purdue or Butler on a neutral.
136
like
on ESPN is what Mason said.
136.5. That's telling you DePaul's not making shit. It's telling you they're not making shit. So side, give me Northwestern, the 6.5, and total, give me the under. I'm going to bet one of these two. I would feel better with the under. Yeah, I would feel better with the under. It just kind of feels like they're telling you there's not going to be any points had in this game whatsoever. Where were we? DePaul. Nova Creighton. All right. What do we got here? Creighton's laying 4.5. Oop, and I found another system play. I believe. Let me look at where these open.
I
I
don't
think
know
I
how
found
Matt
another system play.
Colby do it. Drinking
Yeah.
the whole time during this whole damn thing, and they don't fucking piss for hours. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn.
They're monsters. Found a system potentially Arizona, Central Michigan at Arizona. Mom's got Arizona 21.5. I looked. FanDuel opened at 24.5, so that's 3 points. Been going on DraftKings generally for the most part for this because that's the easy one I have access to look. They opened at 26.5. But you're seeing Arizona 24.5. I see Arizona 28 on DraftKings. Oh, you got it at the open, Mason? God damn, that a boy. But yeah, I mean, still, that's technically 3.5 points of value.
Yeah, I've got 28.5 on ESPN Bet.
It's almost like it moved too much. Like, I don't mind playing an extra half point. Nice snag, Mason. But 4 extra point, like that just. I mean, look at the Texas game. That was tight. I mean, these systems work, but playing it over 2 possessions of where it was is just not something I really like. So I'm going to lay off of this personally.
We'll track it on the system though.
Yep. We'll track it. Arizona.
If it drops down, because what will happen is if it sometimes like the BYU one, it kind of bounced up to 34.5, 35, and then it bounced all the way back down to 33.
Yeah.
So if it drops back down, I will I'll just hit it. So if it gets to 26.5 again, I'll do it. But I agree, Mason. They do drill these teams.
Yeah, these shithead teams that have no business up there, just they smoke them, big time. What was the other one? We had Northern Kentucky and
Houston.
Houston.
Minus 28.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's 4. Once we get to Gonzaga, that was juice 27.5 on FanDuel right now, he says. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the right move to just play it anyway, to be honest, because they just absolutely fuck these teams up. But
yeah, I probably should play it, to be honest.
Yeah, I wrote it down. We'll see if I'm going to play it.
Because
we need to dive into that game.
I feel like they'll win by 30 plus.
Absolutely.
And I think it gets to 30 at least. What about
climbed up 3.5?
Villanova Creighton?
That was the next one I was going to. Nova's been playing some good ball, but the problem
Creighton has not.
But you know what the problem with? It's not really a problem, but where's Villanova been getting all these wins?
At home.
Now you got to head up to Creighton.
And they just got embarrassed.
Yep. We'll do that one next, Mason.
They got embarrassed at Georgetown.
Yeah, they did. They got smoked.
Mason, do you have a line on this? FanDuel? Does FanDuel have a line on this? Because I don't have a line.
I'm seeing DraftKings 4.5 for Creighton.
4.5.
Creighton is 4.5 consensus. You're getting a 5 at Bet Online, but 4.5 consensus.
I like Creighton.
This feels like their spot, yeah.
I like Creighton bounce back spot. Like you said, all those wins have been at home for Villanova.
Oh, just music started playing in my headphone. What the hell? There we go. All right. Yeah, their one road game they played this year. They played one true road game. They lost at St. Joe's, that inter-city rivalry.
What up, Troy?
Pumped live for me blasted after a hockey game. Well, was it the Caps? Did they fucking win or what?
It's probably the Caps.
It's what really matters.
Caps.
Yeah, Kalkbrenner didn't look great.
Caps won 3-1, by the way, too.
Yeah, they did win. Attaboy.
So he's probably.
Creighton has looked bad. Hell yeah, nothing better than Friday night ass kicking.
Ovechkin
Congrats
didn't
to
get
your
a
caps
fucking.
on that. Cheers, buddy.
Ovechkin didn't get a goal though, Troy.
What the fuck? Yeah, so Nova hits the road first time since fucking November 12th. They had 2 neutral games, they lost them. So every time they've left home, they've lost this year. Beat Cincinnati, Temple, Fairleigh Dickinson, and Seton Hall. Those really respectable teams.
Is Kalkbrenner on the injury report? I know Mason had said that. I'm about to look it up right now. Jesus Christ. You see that? Ovechkin broke his leg and will be back in 4.5 weeks.
Oof. Jesus. Only in hockey are you going to miss fucking a month and a half for a broken leg and back to plan.
Fucking Russians.
Terrell Owens.
Dude, that might be the most impressive game played when Terrell Owens came back on that broken ankle.
What about Greg
for
Jennings?
like 8 catches at 122 yards.
Greg Jennings, though.
Yeah, but what's behind you? That flag. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this feels like the numbers telling you Creighton's going to get this done. I mean, they could just show up and hit a shit ton of threes. I mean, Villanova's not a good 3-point defensive team. Kalkbrenner's going to get bitched by Dixon. That's for damn sure.
Oh, 100%.
Total's 145.
I like the over.
Yeah, that over is tempting because Creighton's in one of those games they just hit all the
both going to
threes.
shoot threes. Yeah.
Yeah, Troy, that's the problem is Kalkbrenner can't play against bigs, so Dixon could just eat 2. Maybe some Dixon props?
Yeah, but I also think Kalkbrenner props could be good too on the offensive side.
I mean, Kalkbrenner did just randomly show up against Dickinson.
Because Kalkbrenner could go off for like 20 and 20.
Yeah.
Because who on Villanova is going to get him?
I mean, he held Dickinson to 6 points. 6 points, 8 boards.
Dude, I know I'm a K-State fan, but Dickinson is a fucking pussy.
No, trust me, he is a pussy. We hate that guy.
Yes,
Big 10 country up here. We fucking hate him.
He is a pussy. He is the epitome. I argue with people all the time. I'm like, I would rather have KJ Adams on KU. If I was a KU fan, I'd rather have KJ Adams than Dickinson. Like, in what? Ejiofor for St. John's, the guy that had that putback, the game winner. Yep. He was at KU. I would have.
That's where he's from.
Ejiofor?
Couldn't figure it out. Like,
I would have much rather have had fucking Ejiofor on KU than Dickinson. Like, the fact that they gave him to St. John's and brought in Dickinson, terrible.
Yeah. I think I'm with you. I think the over is probably the play in this game.
Yeah. I like Creighton too. I'm on Creighton minus 4.5.
That's where I feel like the play is. Like, it's I'm probably going to stay away from this game personally. I don't have a really good read on it right now.
I'm on Creighton minus 4.5. Biggest thing is Villanova also is 1-0 in Big East play. Creighton's 0-1 in Big East play. I feel like that's a big swing too, where Creighton needs to get a W. They don't want to start their Big East play 0-2 at home. Villanova struggled on the road, and I think it's one of those. It's just telling.
All right,
but don't let me talk you into it. I'm just.
You just did.
That's just my thoughts. And also, we Troy, I need Darwin Nunez props in the chat for me. He texted me. My phone's dead. So I will not get that text until I plug my phone in. But
right, Mason. So it sounds like Mason's going to be riding that.
I'm going to plug my phone in real quick, but I will. I'm waiting for these Darwin Nunez props.
Yeah, it's tough, Mason, but it feels like there's just a bigger line for a reason. It feels like they're kind of telling you that Creighton's going to get it done here. They just randomly do have those games where they just hit a million threes. and just running out the gym off of that. So it's tempting. What did Troy send me? Let's go, Troy. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to bet it. I did write it down, but probably a no-go for me. On this one, it's just train's too hard to trust personally.
Mason can't bet this because he's a freaking Illinois fan.
Oof. Baruch.
That's why he can't bet it.
Fair.
Mason,
Arizona State, UMass.
Mason, did you hate Dickinson when he was at Illinois? Or how did you handle Dickinson when he was at Illinois? Because I'm struggling as a K-State fan right now or not Dickinson, Coleman Hawkins. How did you feel about Coleman Hawkins at Illinois? I'm struggling.
This Arizona State game's interesting. I feel like Arizona State's going to fuck them up.
9.5.
I know. It was gigantic.
I just
Gain
saw
acquaintance. Jihad. I mean, BJ. They got fucking guys everywhere. UMass fucking sucks. Congrats. You beat Northeastern by 5 points. I mean, it's
Arizona did state. I mean,
State
did
country.
Arizona State did hang in there at Gonzaga, but you're fucking laying 10 points on the road. That's a lot of points.
They just lost to Florida. UMass finally got a win. I mean, Arizona defense. I mean, they block a shit ton of shots. They can shoot the three. They get to the line. Got Jaden Quaintance inside. Jihad. I mean, it's gonna smash them, man. It's telling you what's gonna happen.
It's neutral as well.
It's somewhere in Boston. It's
Springfield,
Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Yeah, it's still
but
in Mass.
Who's going to this game? UMass fans gonna really fucking go up for fucking UMass games?
Yeah, I would say, man, I don't know. This is one of those like homer plays where nobody should listen to me because I'm a big Frank Martin fan. With him coming from K-State to then South Carolina and now up to UMass, so it's hard for me to bet against Frank Martin. I'm kind of same with Mac in terms of that. I just think freaking 9.5 is a lot of points. I know it's not at home, but Arizona State going into UMass.
I'm not scared. UMass can't shoot.
Golly.
They can't shoot. Arizona off of a loss, which they kind of got embarrassed on.
Arizona
State's feeling good. Finally got a win against a D1 school, and it wasn't New Hampshire, Harvard, or NJIT.
Arizona State's won 2 games by more than 10 points.
Yeah, but I mean, Temple beat UMass by 7, Hofstra by 4, La Tech beat them by 10, West Virginia beat them by 6. Excuse me. I think Arizona State's fucking better. I mean,
all right, let's fucking battle. I needed a battle. I'm battling. I'm down.
Let's do
it. My boy Frank Martin. Let's do it.
Let's go, Bobby. Get this fucking done.
If I lose, I'm dropping the UM because it's just ass.
Trying to save you money. You should do it already, but whatever floats your boat, my guy.
No, and Frank Martin, I trust.
All right.
You and I in Washington State, pretty good game. Yeah. That is neutral as well. It's in Henderson, Nevada. Or no, it's in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sorry. Northern Iowa's been playing a lot better.
Washington State's not been bad. I mean, they just dropped that interstate game, but I mean, they've not been.
They shot like shit though.
Yeah.
They could not
turn
hit
it over
shit.
a fuck ton. They don't get to the line. Neither team gets to the line.
I like UNI in this game, I think.
What's the spread? Right here, 3.
It's 3.5.
3.5.
I get that, Mason. I know they struggle away from home, but also, and they also, UNI is just coming off of that fucking ass kicking murder of Montana, where
True.
Leon Bond went for 37.
This is the same thing that we were talking about for Arizona State UMass. One team off
Yeah.
a win, one team just skull fucked somebody, one team got skull fucked.
Yep.
Yeah, Northern Iowa can't rebound either. I mean, Washington State's pretty good at defending the three. They don't get Northern Iowa's get the line. Yeah, give me Washington State. They're gonna bounce back.
UNI didn't really shoot the three though. They're not.
They shoot at 43% though. So I mean,
yeah. Well,
if they do,
they shoot the fucking piss out of it, but they don't shoot as much as they used to.
Troy says UNI won back-to-back lock battles for me versus Mac. So whatever he picks faded.
I guess we will see later.
Mason saying a juice 2.5 in Washington State on FanDuel right now.
Yeah.
So you can get that.
If I'm playing this, I'm probably just playing UNI money line.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't see.
They just get blown out.
I see either money line win or Washington State by 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like that angle if you're going to play them. Russ is at La Tech. Russ. What a great
Rust
versus
Rust versus Rest.
Rust versus Rest, literally, yeah. Okay, here's the next big one. Purdue Auburn. I was looking for
we're not going to talk about Stanford, Alabama A&M.
Do you want to?
No.
Okay.
Broom's out.
He is officially out?
Yeah. At least that's what I'm seeing. Officially out. Won't require surgery. Will be evaluated on a daily basis. But on my injury report, it says out.
Okay. So it's a neutral in Alabama anyway.
Is it a neutral? It's in Birmingham.
Yeah, it's at Legacy Arena.
Okay. Uh-oh. Mason bet Auburn instantly. Forgot about the Broom injury.
Injury bump, though.
Yeah, that is true. I can't believe these people, they haven't played since 2016. Which I guess makes sense. Like, why would they Big Ten play the SEC?
Auburn just put up 100 and skull-fucked Georgia State. They beat the shit out of Ohio State. I mean, the SEC is just on a whole nother level.
I know. I don't want to bet against the SEC, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
It is a crazy line. I'm trying to find this line right now, actually.
I can't see. I don't see the line. But I thought it was like a crazy line.
Auburn's laying 8.5 on DraftKings right now.
Speaking of bumps, it's a crazy line.
Yes, it is. That's a crazy line. Bumpskis. Man, 8.5 with Purdue, though.
That's a lot of points.
For no Janai Broom. I mean, 21, 11, 20, 21, 23, 21. It's like 19, 16, 12.
But Purdue is not very good.
No, but Janai Broom being out down low is huge. But Baker Mazzara is like the guy. He's like the X factor.
My thing is if it was like, so if Purdue had somebody down low that could take advantage of Janai Broom being out, I could see it. But they don't really have like that guy. They're more guard oriented this year without Edey.
Yeah.
That freshman guard, speaking of, from Auburn, he's a fucking dog. What's his name? Pettiford.
Fahad Pettiford?
Yeah. He's a fucking dog. I love him. I love the way he
A
plays.
couple turnovers a game, but he also gets them back via steals. So he kind of just offsets his fuck-ups.
That's my point, Mason. Kaufman can't score. He can't take advantage of Janai Broom being out.
Once Purdue Fort Wayne, I take the points.
If it was IUPUI,
Yeah.
we take the points.
I said this all week too. I'm like, the SEC is so much better. Like, don't get baited.
I'd lay it. Fuck it. Lay it with the SEC.
Yeah. I'm with you. I mean,
lay it under 10.
What is this now? Purdue. Yeah.
8.5, right?
Auburn is getting slammed.
Is it 8.5 right now?
8.5, yeah. They're getting slammed.
If this was in the jungle, it'd be
smash.
I would have already have bet it, but I think it'll be. Oh yeah, for sure, Mason. Auburn crowd, 100%.
Oh yeah, easily.
Purdue fans are not traveling right before Christmas down to Alabama.
I'm going to battle you. I'm going to take Purdue.
Yeah, I'll lay it with Auburn. I like it.
All right, man, let's battle.
Let's battle. We good. We need some battles. We can always agree.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Just Auburn feels trappy. Yeah. Trust me, it's the same. But
yeah, that 8.5. I get it. That 8.5 feels a little trappy.
It's neutral, no Broom. Like they don't know how to play without Broom yet. He does so much, like 20 points, 10 to 15 boards a game.
I'm always about a bump, though. So 1 game bump, we're good.
Love a good bump. I'm with you. I don't know. I think Broom's being out is going to be interesting to figure out. I think they're going to take some time to figure it out.
Yeah. Illinois lost tonight. Fuck Purdue.
Bring it on. This is me against the world, baby. Tupac said it best. All right.
Anybody got a line on that SIU Edwardsville SEMO game?
Just looking at that game. Damn it. How are these not popping up on this fucking site? Go. I cannot find this. Why are the random lines are just missing on this fucking site? Makes no sense. Here we go. Shout out Mason, the fucking line guy. SIU is line 1.5 on ESPN. Is this a neutral? Nope, this is a pure road game.
No, it's a road game. It's back-to-back road spots for SIU Edwardsville to start OVC play. They just lost to Little Rock by 4 on Thursday.
SIU just won.
I like again. This is one of those spots at SEMO coming off that home win. I like SIU Edwardsville. It's another 0-1 versus 1-0. I always tend to like these spots where a team doesn't want to start 0-2 in conference play. So that's one of my spots. And I thought SIU Edwardsville was going to get Little Rock, but I think they get SEMO. I don't think SEMO can win 2 in a row. They haven't been very impressive for me.
No, every time they've won, they followed up with a loss.
Yeah, and I've been impressed with SIU Edwardsville this year so far.
I mean, they just have this pattern where they win it. They beat SIUE at home and lose on the road against them. They've beaten them at home. Like, I'm in 2020. Beat them in 2020, 2019. You have to go back to 2019 since the last time SEMO didn't beat what's her nuts at home. Like it's just a
SIU
team
Edwardsville?
yeah, it's just a team they've got their number.
Oh, good. Even better. Fuck the Trends. Give me SIU Edwardsville.
Dude, Brian Barone, SIU's coach, has never beaten SEMO on the road.
Perfect. Give me SIU Edwardsville. Fuck the Trends. They're due. If that's the case, then why are they laying a 1.5?
Because SEMO sucks.
They do.
Oh fuck.
I probably won't bet it, but I like SIU Edwardsville. Actually, I'll probably bet it. It'll be about Chiefs play at 12. I'll be watching like 8 million basketball games. So I'll probably already be hammered. I'll probably bet it. And I'll bet SIU Edwardsville so we can battle again if you want.
All right. Oh no, I'll ride with you. I think this might be the spot. Will I bet it? No. Just gonna ride it. Just gonna ride it. All right, we're closing in on 3 hours here. South Dakota at Santa Clara. South Dakota off of the Utah Tech road loss.
Santa Clara off the 20-point win.
South Dakota just sucks on the road. They beat Western Michigan by 4 on the road this year. Otherwise, Utah Tech, Northern Arizona, Nebraska, Southern Indiana, and Iowa have all beaten them and beaten them comfortably. Utah Tech was the closest game this year, and it was 5.
What's the line?
Santa Clara by 18.
Line
Hold up. What this open up at? This open up at 18?
That's a lot of fucking points.
It opened up at 18 on DraftKings. We're getting 4.
$16.5, Mason said.
Open 16. Thank you. It's not showing up on unabated for whatever fucking reason. Yeah, if it opened up 16.5, I'm out. I'm out on this game. But it does feel like a lot of points.
I know. That feels like a lot of points.
They do fuck up teams at home.
But South Dakota can score.
Yeah, but on the road, 5-point loss to Tech. Northern Arizona beat them by 13. Nebraska, 17. Southern Indiana beat them by 9. Iowa beat them by 19. Santa Clara beat Kennesaw by 20 at home. Fresno State by 15.
Would you think
they beat by 42?
Would you think that Fresno State is better than South Dakota?
I don't know. That's tough.
Just trying to do a tough job because they only beat Fresno State by 15.
Yeah.
It's a lot of points. I'm just gonna fucking stay off of that game.
Yeah, I would lay it with Santa Clara personally. I mean,
I can't blame
Dakota's
you either
defense
way.
is atrocious, man. Don't rebound, give up a shit ton behind the 3. They can't shoot free throws. Struggle beyond the arc too. Berzovic won't let you have shit inside. Or no, he plays. Who's Berzovic play for? I'm thinking of the wrong team. Charleston, the wrong red team.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd lay it with Santa Clara. If that were me, but we got Steve Alford hosting Colorado State.
Time's that game at? 4?
4 o'clock.
I don't have anything. No line on that. Do you have it?
It is.
I agree, Mason. I would favor South
Nevada
Dakota
by
as
8.
well.
All right. You guys
He was
can
saying
buy that
he was saying that in regards to Fresno State. He'd favor
Oh.
South Dakota by
Oh, I
2.5.
see. I see.
Is what he was saying. Not that he would favor
Gotcha.
South Dakota by 2.5 in that game.
I was gonna say, holy shit, you have a lot of value. You gotta fucking mash that. Colorado State, Nevada. Oh, they have played. Okay.
Colorado State's ass.
They're off of a 28-point win. Colorado
what?
State off of a 10-point win at Radford. They beat Texas Southern. Nevada did.
They are not the Texas Southern that they used to be.
No, they used to
They
be
always-
respectable.
They always used to be my favorite first 4 team to watch because they always won their
They were
fucking
always there.
conference, and they were always in the first 4.
This dropped the Nevada line dropped 3. Like it was -11.
Where do you follow your lines at, Mason? Is there a better site that you know of?
Yeah, this unabated is kind of.
Because I struggle with finding ones that are accurate and.
I liked this unabated one, but they fucking don't have half of these goddamn games. Garbage. Yeah, opened 10.5 and dropped to 7.5. Noted. So somebody came in on Colorado State hard, some fucking group. I don't know, dude. Colorado State just sucks.
I know. That was my whole thing. They suck. What was the line you said?
8. Excuse me, 8 on DraftKings.
That's a lot. But that's almost like 8 is like telling me, all right, yep, Nevada's going to win by double digits.
Yeah, I mean Nevada kind of
First Mountain West game.
they kind of fuck up teams at home. I mean, they beat Santa Clara at home by 26. Beat Washington.
talent.
And
They have talent.
they do.
They've got a lot of talent.
Odd Shark. All right, I'm gonna have to check out Odd Shark then. Appreciate you, dude. Odd Shark. Oh, this is so much nicer. Holy shit. All right. Thank you, dude.
Odd Shark.
Yeah. I would lay it with Nevada. I think they roll. Now, the real game of the day, where we're going to make some money.
Oh, yeah? Is this a
Yeah.
Hammer Mega Whale Max 210 unit Mega Pay the Bank
This is
parlay?
a nuclear unload the 401k and kids college fund play.
Oh, shit.
Drake is laying 25 on Green Bay.
And we're
You know where it opened?
Take you
24 and a half. Nope. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are we
24
laying
and
it?
a half. Ken Palm's got this 20. It opened 24 and a half. System.
Off the buzzer beater?
Dude,
I love it.
Green Bay sucks.
Got dweeb.
Gottlieb's a fucking loser.
I will say.
I don't care that everybody in the fucking world will be on it. Green Bay sucks. And Anthony Roy's probably out.
So I will say the coolest thing. So I was at that game, Drake, K-State. The coolest thing about that game, even though K-State lost, which sucked, but
That was the
the
coolest
guy
part.
that the guy that hit the game winner, Sturts, he's from Liberty, Missouri, which is about 20 minutes just north of Kansas City. So he basically was like a homecoming for him. He had about 80 fans in the crowd, 80 family and friends in the crowd. So he hit the game winner. He's always wanted to go to K-State to play, and they never gave him a look. So kind of a cool story for him to be the one that hit the game winner.
Even cooler, I hear he's banging somebody from Kansas State too. I hear his girlfriend's on the dance team.
Oh, for real?
He's double boned Kansas State.
For real? Goddamn.
But yeah, Drake's gonna
kudos
roll
to
by
him.
50. Drake's gonna roll by 50. Don't overthink this.
So alt
Don't think they're gonna get up
line
and
as high as
figure it
DraftKings will let me go.
Yep. As long as I might throw 2 units on the minus 20 whatever. What is it on my book? Minus 25 on my book. Fucking offshore. But yeah, enough of that. I mean, their cuts, they're shooting, they're passing, their defense, they're always moving. They're gonna fuck them up, man. I don't care,
Coming from a Wisconsinite.
dude. I'm 25, 30 minutes from Green Bay. I go to some of these games. Not going this year. I'm
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
boycotting Gottlieb, man.
That's what I'm saying.
that
You
guy.
know, you know.
Oh, I know.
I always listen to people that know their team, except when it comes to Colby and ECU and Mac, West Virginia.
Fair. Don't blame me there. Denver's at home.
I saw that Northern Colorado's laying 7.5.
7.5.
That's what I saw.
Did Denver just get trounced? Oh no, they
No,
lost in overtime.
they lost in overtime by one.
Thinking of a different game. I was thinking of the Fullerton game. Dude, they're undefeated at home this year. Granted, 3 of them are D2, but they beat Sac State by 21. They beat Montana State by 1 at home. Northern Colorado's lost all but 1 road game. Colorado, Washington State. Yeah, I mean, they're respectable. Texas Tech, North Dakota State. They beat Cal Baptist on the road by 11. Interesting.
I'm not staying away.
This is it is an interstate game. Denver could keep
This is one of those ones where we probably should just get high as hell and come up with an insight.
Yeah.
Because they're both in Colorado. We should just fucking go. And hell no, I'm not taking that plus 2.5 with Wichita State. I'm rolling with my fucking Wildcats, Troy. Get the hell out of here.
Dude, I was going to talk about that one later, but Wichita
talk about it
State
now.
off the loss, heading home off the home loss to UMKC. You got embarrassed by a fucking Summit League team. Kansas State just stinks right now.
Yeah. So my angle, as Troy is trying to mention, every time I get Freddy's before the game, K-State seems to do well. So Freddy's originated in Wichita, which is actually where I am.
So you're gonna go to a Wichita restaurant in hopes that Wichita doesn't beat your team?
No, because when I eat Freddy's, K-State does well. We know this. This is a big angle for me and Troy. So the fact that
I've
I've
never had Freddy's before a Wichita State game though.
I have not, but I've had Freddy's before a K-State game. I get it every time I go to Manhattan. So if I go to the founding Freddy's, I think we're gonna do it. Oh, he's gonna go to the one in freaking goddamn Virginia. Not as good. Not as good.
I got a Freddy's up the road here too.
Do you really?
Yeah, we just
Do you ever go?
I've been there a couple times.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad. Man, kind of like Wichita.
I know you like. Everybody's gonna like Wichita. I'm gonna back. Don't listen to me. I'm gonna back K-State.
I'll lay off. I'll root for you. I've got fucking enough shit to bet on tomorrow for Christ's sake.
Right?
God damn. Yeah. Are there any other games you're really looking at?
Wichita State's lane minus 2.5.
Yeah. Wichita's laying?
2.5. Yeah.
That feels telling.
Apparently.
No, they're catching 2.5.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, K-State's laying 2.5.
Okay. Troy's messing me up in the chat.
All right. There's, I think, about 2 more games that I'm really interested in, unless you want to talk some more. But Ohio State at Kentucky. It's in the Garden.
Yep, that's the one right after the UCLA North Carolina game.
Yeah, Kentucky is laying. What are they laying?
I don't have a number.
Kentucky's laying 8.5. Kentucky's off of the Louisville game. Ohio State drummed Valparaiso.
And Kentucky's laying 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
Michi Johnson out.
Probably. I haven't heard any news about him coming back.
Okay.
Damn, Mason's sitting here getting these lines early as hell. Attaboy.
I'm assuming Aaron Bradshaw going to be out as well.
I thought he was coming back last game, but he hasn't.
Kreese is out. I know that. That doesn't really matter. I don't like Kreese. I don't know. What was the line? Is it 6.5, 7.5?
8.5. 8.5.
Fuck, 8.5. I don't want any part in this. If I'm picking it, I'll take Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Ohio State's got to show up eventually.
I agree. But the fact that they are maybe without Michi Johnson and Aaron Bradshaw.
Yeah, it's not good. They were without both of them last game. I guess they only won by 22 against Valparaiso.
Yeah. I'll have other
Everybody
bets.
in the world's going to be on Kentucky tomorrow.
That's true. If anything, just wait. If it goes up to like 9.5, 10, I would take Ohio State for sure.
Ohio State opened at 6.5, so it's climbed up 2 points. It's climbed up 2. Yeah, I'm going to see how high this gets, and I'm going to be on Ohio State.
Yeah.
They just got to stop getting embarrassed eventually. Like
if it gets over 10, I don't think Kentucky wins by double digits. I don't know.
Yeah, SEC.
It's close. I don't know. I could see like an 8 to 12 point game.
And they're off the Louisville game. Like Pope was riding high on that game. Like that was a big game for him. He's a former player, now his first game as a coach against Louisville in the rivalry. They're at home. The last time they hit the road, they lost to Clemson. Neutral. They won by 5 against Duke and won by Gonzaga in overtime. Now they got Ohio State. Yeah, I'm going to see how high Ohio State gets and ride that.
Yeah. If anything,
I like that.
I like Kentucky at -5.5 where Mason got it.
Yeah, at 5.5, I would have liked it.
I would bet that. So
Miami's a system play. Open 16.5. KenPom's got this 13, so technically it is. But do I want to trust Miami? That was the thing.
what time?
Presbyterian by 19, 30 to Coppin State, 24 to Binghamton. They do fuck up these teams.
What time is that Miami game?
It is 1 o'clock. I didn't even see this on the board.
I didn't either. Oh, sure as shit. Not St. Mary's. What'd they open at, you said?
They opened at 16.5.
And it was 13?
Yep. Miami. Let's fucking do it. It's disgusting.
I haven't been impressed with Mount St. Mary's though, so
I haven't been impressed with Miami, but I feel
I
it.
know, but I'm just saying. Trying to make us feel a little better about putting that game time decision is Nickelback's game time decision, so that's always fun.
Yeah.
If he doesn't play, they don't cover.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, looks like the last game. Well, we even talked about these later games. Utah, Iowa. Is this is in? Is this the Pentagon?
Yep, it's Pentagon, Sioux Falls.
Yeah, it's at the Pentagon. What the hell? Why?
Don't know. I was trying to look to see if there's another game too, but I couldn't find any other games that were there.
San Diego State, Cal. Peanut Butter Posse. Nice name. Ohio State's down some players, which usually helps simplify the rotation, but Kentucky's deep without much drop-off to production. Yeah, I mean, I would not be surprised if Kentucky fucks them up, but I just feel like Ohio State's got to show up eventually. You can't keep getting embarrassed in these games.
If I was betting Kentucky, I'd bet it at -5.5 where Mason got it.
Maybe even live. Maybe they
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I don't know. I'll probably stay off that game entirely just because it's fucking Ohio State, but yeah, it's interesting spot. We have two more. I forgot about the San Diego State Cal game. We got Utah off of back-to-back wins at home. They left home once for a neutral. They lost by 5 to Mississippi State. Iowa has hit the road, lost by 2 at Michigan, lost by 8 to Utah State, and lost by 9 to Iowa State at home. That was fuck that game. They beat Washington State by 10. What is this line?
1.5.
1.5. Okay. And who's favored?
Iowa.
I mean, it's going to be
It's going to be a good game, I think.
Yeah. Iowa can't rebound for shit. Just may kill them in this game.
Yeah, and I was about to say, that's not good for Utah. Utah's offensive rebounding is crazy good.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't get to the free throw line. I mean, they should be able to, if they're hitting shots, I mean, the 3 should be nice, but neither should free throws.
They both should
give up the most inside.
What is Utah's 3-point defense?
Utah is not great from the line. Oh, this is up to Utah -3. Wait, no, it's not. What? Hold on. God damn it.
3-point defense, not free throw percentage.
3-point defense. 31% allowed shooting, which is 92nd in the country, but they give up the 75th most points beyond the arc. Iowa 67th most points from 3.
Yeah. This is tough. Neutral.
Yeah. It's closer, though. Utah fans might travel.
Yeah. But my thing is do they travel before Christmas?
I don't think it's that far for them.
Yeah, I'd have no. I mean, Salt Lake City to Sioux Falls.
I think I'm gonna go with Utah here. They don't go inside a shit ton, but when you have a gigantic advantage inside via size with multiple guys, I feel like you kind of have to. Iowa neutral, new backdrops. They might struggle to shoot. And then who's going to rebound? Not Iowa.
Nobody on Iowa. No. 14 hours away, Denzer Wolf said.
And they just beat New Orleans by fucking 47. Yeah, Utah. Give it to me. I think Utah's +1 right now.
Just give me Utah
Utah's
money
my
line.
spot.
Just give me Utah money line.
Yep.
I don't really like that. I don't like this Iowa team.
No, they're very. I mean, what's new? But they're very three reliant. But they just have no
Yeah.
size. They don't rebound. You can't shoot free throws. Like you're just relying on one thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
they,
give me
they
Utah.
do that one thing really well, but
Yeah, but Utah's pretty good at defending it. And then new backdrops, new arena, the whole shebang. Might struggle to shoot. You're not going to get rebounds for second chance points.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Utah for me.
And me. San Diego
Last
State.
game- Yes, sir. Last and final game of the night. San Diego
What the
State heads to Cal.
Fuck is going on with Reese Waters? He's not going to be back till February now.
I have no idea what's going on, but they've been fine without him.
No, yeah, they have. It's just annoying because I thought they were
Cal
going
is
to be
really,
really, really good.
yeah. I think he'll be back. I think they'll probably give him a couple weeks before the conference tournaments, kind of work it back in. But they've been fine without him.
There's also a significant chance he is not able to return this season.
Oh, he might just redshirt.
Yeah, especially given he is in his final season of eligibility, so he could sit out the remainder of the season and take a medical red shirt.
Yeah,
Yep.
which is probably what he'll do.
So,
Why come
makes
back
sense.
that late?
Yeah, why come back in February?
Yeah. This is a neutral. Is this the one at the SAP Center? Yeah. Wait,
This
did we
is
talk about
SAP.
this game?
No, we talked to it was the Stanford one that Ken was on before.
Oh, this is a double.
This is the doubleheader at the SAP Center.
Gotcha. When Cal stepped up in competition, they haven't looked good. Stanford beat him by 8. I mean, Missouri beat him by 5. Vandy.
I thought we might have talked about this a little bit because we did talk about Stojakovic, didn't we?
Yeah, he's Stanford. No way, he transferred to.
He's Cal, isn't he?
Yeah. I think we were talking about Stanford and we forgot that he transferred.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think so. It's been fucking over 3 hours.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Denzer. He's at Cal now. Ole Miss is a system. I have to look at that. I got to double
Yeah,
check.
we'll look at both of those, Mason.
Utah's 14 hours away from South Dakota.
Yeah,
What?
that's what I figured.
Man,
Because
we learned this last show. My geography is not good.
Because Salt Lake City is through Colorado, then through Nebraska, then up to South Dakota. So it's kind of
They were
far
like
trip.
right on whatever.
No, you're thinking
My ge-
Idaho, maybe.
Never trust my geography. Clearly.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think
This defense sucks.
I think this is a San Diego spot. If anything, that total seems kind of high to me too. 147 and a half.
147 in a neutral.
That seems high with how good San Diego State can defend.
Yeah. And it's a neutral arena.
Yeah.
It's a
I mean,
hockey-
San Diego State, they play slow, but they defend really well. I just feel like that sets up for a lower scoring game I mean, shit, you could even think like if this game ends 75-71, that still covers the under. Which to me that sounds high.
Yeah. Thinking like Cal too. I mean, rebounding. They've got the clear advantage in this one. They'll get to the line a bunch.
Later, Troy.
See you later, Troy. Thanks for popping in, dude. Yeah, I had Cal in that under.
Yeah. If anything for me,
San Diego State's not going to let you up offensively. I mean, they have the ability to, but they've been scoring those against bad teams. I mean, 70 in OT against Houston, which I won't hold that. 68 against Oregon, 71 against Creighton, 67 against Gonzaga, 63 against UC San Diego. So when they've stepped up against better defensive teams, they've really struggled.
Yeah, and I think I think the line is telling you that they're thinking that it's going to go higher, but with Cal, they're averaging 82 a game, but that's because they've been scoring a shit ton against those teams that are shitty.
Give me the under. San Diego State's second in the country in blocks. Cal, 11% of their shots get blocked. That's 276 in the country.
Oh yeah, I like the under. That'd be the play that I would do. Under 447.
I will bet this one. All right. Fucking mega show. Mega show. Oh, yeah. Let me check this.
Mega Max. Check that one and check Arkansas State.
Arkansas State, got it. Opened Mississippi State. Oh, no. Ole Miss, not Mississippi State. Who's Ole Miss play?
Queens.
It's not popping up on Odd Shark. I have no idea what this is open because I can't find it unabated. God damn it, unabated. You're about to lose my fucking business. Mason, one more time. What was the opening line in this one? Arkansas State opened 16. Yeah. Arkansas State would be a system play, even though we liked Coastal.
Oof. What was the... God, I don't know if I can do that one.
Yeah, I might lay off.
Arkansas State off of that 8-point or 27-point comeback, as Mason said.
Yeah.
It looked like Mississippi State opened at 26.5 is what I'm seeing.
26, so it's at that half-point threshold.
Yeah, I'm with Mason. I think I've already bet Coastal. I'd have to look, but I think I'm right in Coastal.
Yeah.
Let's look at Gonzaga real quick. I know that he said.
How do we not talk about
one?
Gonzaga?
I don't know. Because there's like 103 games. So.
Yeah. And I can't find it for Gonzaga either. God damn it. I just want a fucking centralized fucking area.
Time's like 8.
Oh, here it is. Found it. Opened at 31. What does KenPom have this at? 28.
Close.
I'm looking at Bookmaker. Never mind. Let me go to FanDuel or something. FanDuel opened this 31.5. So technically speaking, yes. Gonzaga does fuck up these teams. They just beat Nichols by 50. Davidson 35. Long Beach 43.
And Bucknell isn't that great.
No, I'll take Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Gonzaga.
It's a lot of fucking plays.
Yeah, this system is cooking tomorrow. All right. You got what you're betting so far ready, or you want me to roll?
You roll first. I got it.
All right.
I got it pretty much, but
all right, we're gonna roll from top to bottom for tomorrow. Where's Xavier sitting at right now? Xavier's still sitting 5.5. All right, I like Xavier. I'm going to see if it bumps up. If it gets up to 6.5, I will play that. I'm going to play some Derek Queen props, points and rebounds. I'm going to play that. Georgia Tech plus 15. Chattanooga first half. Mississippi State plus 1. Clemson minus 9. Northern Kentucky minus 7.5. Florida State money line. Southern Illinois plus 3.5. UT Arlington plus 9. I'm going to play the Duquesne team total under 62.5. I'm going to play JMU plus 1. Houston minus 28.5. UCLA minus 1.5. Drake minus 25.5 or minus 25. And Cal, San Diego State under 147, and Utah money line. And then I'm probably going to fire on the system plays, but if you want to roll with yours.
Yep. So system plays. Don't forget, we're gonna go Southern Illinois plus 3 or Southern Illinois money line. That's one I know that we were both heavy on. That's probably our favorite dog. Florida State money line. Northern Kentucky minus 7.5 with you. I'm on Presbyterian minus 2.5. Chattanooga plus 14.5 and a half unit on the first half money line. Mississippi State money line. I'm on St. Joe's minus 4.5. Georgia Tech with you plus 15.5. SMU team total over 77.5. And then Drake 24.5. UMass plus 9.5. Creighton minus 4.5. And then, like you said, system plays.
I got those written down also. So system plays. Arizona, I believe it's minus 27 right now. Northern Kentucky minus 7.5. Houston minus 28.5. Gonzaga minus 35. Drake minus 25. And Miami minus 17.
Yep. And Northern Kentucky minus 7.5.
Yep, I got that in there.
Did you say that one?
I think there's 5. 6 tomorrow?
6, it looks like.
Yep, 6. All right. So that's the biggest system play day ever. Hands down. Generally 2.
Generally there's like 1 or 2.
Yeah. So we got a bunch tomorrow. Let's do quick. Favorite money line dog.
Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois. All right. Just stick myself in the fucking head. Southern Illinois. Do you have a money line price on that?
No, but I can get it.
Trying to find out who they're fucking playing.
They're playing High Point.
High Point, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That line is not up on DraftKings. Go fucking figure. All right. Well, so Southern Illinois. I'm gonna go with and I don't like many decent dogs, but
UTA.
yeah, just all the rest of them are like small yappers. So I'll go Arlington money line. That would be my favorite dog. I mean, outside of like the FSU or I'm betting FSU also. FSU or JMU, but that'll
Southern
be
Illinois plus 130. That's what I got.
Plus 130. All right.
Yeah. Small yapper, but
what is Arlington? Plus 340. All right, and then who's your favorite? Your fave?
Favorite. What's yours? You know what yours is?
Oh, easy, Drake.
Drake. I will say my favorite is not even a game that we talked about.
Oh shit.
It is Central Connecticut State.
Season.
Lane 2.5 against Quinnipiac at home. And the only reason we didn't talk about it because I didn't have a line. I just saw the line.
All
So
right.
you give me
all right.
2.5. I like that one as a favorite.
All right. Damn. All right. Well, that was a 3.5 hour show. Mason, Denser, Troy, I believe. Ken was in here earlier.
Yep, Hasty.
Houdat, Hasty.
Peanut Butter Posse.
Peanut Butter Posse. There was one more guy in here. I'm trying to find. Cannot find him. Either way, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We may run a show Sunday, and then next week, whenever the Diamond Classic comes out, we can run one for whatever the 3 to 5 games there will be.
Mason's on the Blue Devils. The real Blue Devils will be.
There you go. You
That's
guys,
right, Mason.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yeah, we'll do Sunday. Otherwise, we will do one later. But longest show of the year, hands down. And I think we talked about half the game. So like, subscribe, follow Elliot on Twitter at im_money, and shoot the show a follow on Twitter. And we appreciate you guys. We will see you next time. Good luck.
Yep. See you, fellas.